Oh my god, dude.
I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I just died. I can't breathe. Steve, I swear to you, I haven't laughed that hard in like 10 years.
How's everybody doing now?
Oh,
Armageddon.
no.
Armageddon. It's gonna be rough.
You were born in America, you're an American.
That's fact.
Just right after high school, ended up joining the Army.
You guys seem way more chill than that intro. I'm ready to take your fucking country back. I don't even live there.
Dude, we should get a boxing match going.
Smack the shit out.
That sounded wrong. I have to highlight that one. Oh, my Lord.
Stay the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing.
You're so salty about this driver.
Finally, a law that I can get behind. If you're driving slow in the left lane, it's punishable by death.
You don't have to have a massive channel to make an impact, you know?
Steve, you smoke like a girl.
They're always there watching.
I do not sound like Jalen.
Do I drop the wheelchair jokes? He's like, just fuck him.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point. Everybody gets elected.
You don't have to agree with it, but you best defend the right to do it.
If you don't know your rights, you don't have any.
We just got a bidet.
The Constitution doesn't give you rights, you have natural rights.
Bidet will change your life.
But the Constitution protects your rights.
You'll never go back.
Little horny bastard, he ruined it for everybody.
I bet he wanted to knock him out.
It's never because of their race, identity, religion, or
Teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are, because they're so lazy they don't care.
I had a fun night. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand what...
I'm not going to apologize for that.
You were calling him an idiot.
I'm really disappointed in you.
It was something that you just didn't agree on.
I had all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional right.
You know, if they don't like it, then they don't have to be there. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
You know, you're never going to please everyone.
I don't think that God sees different races at all.
Much love to y'all. Stay prayed up, man. God is good. Love each other and be kind.
Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.
Home again.
Out of here.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people say that I am anti-American or I'm just a leftist libtard by just speaking the truth about Donald Trump. I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on. I don't care if you're left, right, Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal. I don't care if you're a Bernie Sanders supporter. I don't care if you're a progressive. Hey, I'm an American and I want you to be free.
That's exactly how I feel. It's exactly how I feel. But Brian just says it in much better words. I can never get the words out. What happened to my camera? There we go. Wow, look at everybody that's in here. Aloha. I'm going to scroll back up to the top. Karen Reese, Niels Han Dynasty, Blue Unicorn. What's up, brother? Yes. That was DMA in the short, the trailer, whatever. And no, he's not. I had him on, or we had him on, I don't know, a little over a month ago, maybe. And don't like bullies. Me neither. Yeah, it is kind of weird, huh, Blue? How, some channels, the bigger they get, their styles change. And I'm not talking about any specific channel. I'm just saying out of, you know, any channel. But kind of like an ego, right? And which is what we all say about the cops, is that their biggest problem is their ego. But some channels, when they get bigger, that ego changes their style in them, and then it's kind of hypocritical, right? Just speaking the truth, man. Cheryl Rich, aloha. Yes, they are. And you know what? That's the only thing that sucks about polls is you can only have 4. But I wanted to put in all of the above, but yeah. So Mr. Cheddar Pepper Prepper Aloha. Snooks22 Aloha. I just got your email like 5 minutes ago. Right, 5 minutes before I hit go live. I was reading your email. So Dakota Hayes Aloha. Let's see. Still scrolling down. Chrissy Cat, good to see you. Aloha. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? William Gramer. Now that William Gramer is here, we know it's going to be a damn good show. Todd Bushy, Sharon Mercier, aloha. There's Creek. What's up, Creek? Creek Squad. Steve-O. Truth with Tom. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Rich GT 350R, aloha. Felcro. What's up, Felcro? Good to see you, brother. So, all right. You're probably wondering why it's just me. But, oh, yeah, Ronnie's not feeling good, so we're sending out prayers for Ronnie to feel better. So he couldn't make it today. Dave's not here. Dave's just not here, man. Hey, Lisa Anderson, aloha. Dave's barbecuing. And he might show up, but he's barbecuing for a birthday party. And speaking of barbecuing, I barbecued 300 hot dogs yesterday morning. Not exaggerating. I barbecued 300, and it's all on video. And because after because Nina was helping, and after we barbecued all those hot dogs and loaded up Nina's car or SUV or whatever you want to call it, we drove back to the homeless encampment, and we fed a whole bunch of people, and we still had leftover. So then on the way back, we stopped at, I don't know, at least 3, 4, maybe 5 separate spots where a bunch of homeless people were, and just kept feeding and feeding and feeding until there was nothing left. Well, I take that back because I did save 5 hot dogs for me. So I was a little selfish, but I only saved 5 out of 300, so not bad. 710 is oil upside down, aloha. And oh, that's what I was doing. Shoot. See, I got sidetracked. Give me 1 second. That's what I was doing right before I went live. And there you go. Okay, now. Yeah, Snooks. Now you can check your email. You could check the reply. The reply on the email. So I'm not sure if Creek made it home yet, but he might join, or is going to join, or might join. I don't know. And Snooks, I still don't have. I should get a hold of Dave again. I still don't have any way to contact James. I don't have email or nothing. And you know what? Maybe I did. I wanted to share a little bit of yesterday, but I've only uploaded but I uploaded 11 videos to my Dropbox, and I still have I still got to upload this one, and I still got to upload this one and this one and my other phone, my backup phone, and I think that's it. But yeah, because we are videoing with 6 different devices, so we should definitely have enough video to make a good video out of. that means that I will be sitting at this computer for lots of hours editing, because I think we got a total of 15 or 16 hours of video altogether if you combine all the minutes from each device. Garrett, what are you doing, Pablo? I think we got ghost. Pablo just stopped what he was doing, looked in the air, not this direction, the other direction. Nobody's there, and he barked. So, who's there? Who'd you see? That's weird. Never happened before. So anyway, let me go back here. What's new with everybody else? Oh, now my chat's catching up. Lisa Anderson. I think I said hi. I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, wait. And then there's I have to give my special hi to Garrett.
Emotional damage. Bad touch. Stranger danger.
It says device not connected. It says device not connected. I can't even, it won't even let me. It says you would need to connect your mic/cam before you can add them to the stream. I don't even know if you guys can hear me good or not. I probably should have checked my audio. Let me see. Okay. All right, not bad. Now, actually, Garrett, though, I do have two phones, but I got two phones. Didn't they make a song like that or something? But I got my main one, and then the only reason I did get the second one when I did is because it's special, and which really didn't turn out to be a special. And then I don't even know the number to it. For like over a year, I had that and never even used it for the phone. And then there we go. All right, you can shut your camera off. It's working this time. All right, you good? Okay, here we go. There we go. Yep.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. Yeah. I can get a hold of James. He's with Dave
cool.
tonight, though.
Yeah, see, I was kind of figuring that because Dave said, he's like, well, I'm barbecuing for a birthday party. And,
yeah, I think it's his daughter's.
Yeah, so I figured, well, if it's family birthday party, then James has got to be there. And
Yeah.
But then again, you got all that going on. You can't be like, all right, we're going to stop the party for an hour. I'm going to jump on the computer.
No, I think it's going to be a while. Yeah. But anyway, so you scrape the bottom of the barrel and finally get me on. I see how it works here. Hello, chat. Happy Sunday, good evening, and God bless everybody.
Yes. John Denicola, aloha.
Let's see who's in the chat. Anyway, I'm sorry about Ronnie not feeling well.
Yeah, I was getting nervous because I know this week we were supposed to be on his channel. And usually the latest, like Saturday night, he'll email me the link. And then this morning, or not even this morning, like two and a half hours ago, I was like, I didn't get an email from Ronnie. And I'm like, shit, I haven't even heard from Ronnie all week because I've been so busy. I didn't really think about it. So I texted him and he just said he said he's not feeling good. Hasn't really done anything all week. So
yeah, I kept waiting for you. Wait a minute, my profile pic's not even showing up, is it?
Right now, that's what I was saying. You
okay. It's
you
showing
go.
up
There
now.
you go.
There I am. I wore a
Hey,
party dress.
Midwest accountability. Aloha, brother. Oh, who did I know I'm missing? Oh, Full Monty. Aloha. Good question, Monty. I was just putting like in general government, but I didn't think to break it down like that. State or federal.
When I think of that, I just think of them all together.
Yep.
I think
yeah,
you're meaning the
aloha, Midwest accountability. Good to see you, man. I was on Midwest accountability's panel last night. He had a good show.
I think you're meaning the federal government, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah. In that poll.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I didn't think about breaking it down, but yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Federal. I'm surprised because my answer is law enforcement, but
My answer was education. That's kind of where it starts, and then they grow up and go into the other fields.
yeah, it is true.
But I mean, you have a right to your choice, of course. They corrupt everything. What don't they corrupt?
Exactly. It's almost like, you know what? Yeah, yesterday when we were doing the homeless, feeding the homeless, houseless, whatever. I was talking to one guy. I still had to go back. I hope that I was recording and that the mic was on, but there was so much going on, and a couple times my phone just shut off. But he made a good point because he was like, they all talk about Uniparty or and it's like that's what it already is, and it kind of lines up like how I always say left, right, red or blue. Government doesn't give a fuck about you. It's kind of how it already is because there is no left or right, red or blue. That is the Uniparty. The government themselves, it doesn't matter who's in office. It's just all an illusion.
Yeah, they own everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all hit that like, sub, and share this out. You can hit the $sign, and you can do super chats and become a member here. I still got to do the job.
Yeah, what she said.
Hey there, Blue. That bootlicker.
Hey, what's up, Blue? Are you just coming back, Blue? Because I was when I first went live, I was going through the kind of answered your question from the beginning. Yeah, that's right, Brandon. Red and Blue is just a puppet show.
I can't tell how many likes you have. There's 31 watching. I keep eyes on the numbers. What can I say?
It says 24.
Oh, goody.
But I was watching this thing the other day, and it made me think, and I guess I thought of it before. I just never, it just like crossed my mind. But like, you know how they say, Angelique, aloha. You know how they're like, oh, Biden's really not alive anymore. That's just someone in a mask or da-da-da. It's just an actor. And so it's like, okay, let's say that's true. But then the Democrats are doing that and knowing it. Why are they making, if it's an actor, why are they making him so stupid? It's like, wouldn't they make him seem smarter and more intelligent?
Well, the one that addressed the nation, and then they showed him with his wife, Jill, outside, that dude looked to be 6'4". I think Biden's 6 feet. He had really long legs. My ex was 6'4" and had really long legs. And that's what FJB looked like. Like, he looked that tall. He's not that tall. I don't know. It could be camera angles and everything else. I hate to get into conspiracy theories, but it just was odd looking.
Yeah. But that's the weird part, though. It's like, well, I don't think it's the same person from 20 years ago for sure. Because, I mean, I know people age and stuff, but unless he's had surgery, to plastic surgery or whatever, but I don't understand, like, if it's going to be someone acting and they want to make themselves look good, don't have them make Biden look like an idiot that can't talk or read or finish a sentence. You know what I mean?
Well, they can't have him look good because then you're going to know it's a fake. When he did that address to the nation, he spoke clearly. He spoke fluently. He didn't go he didn't do the coughs. That was pre-recorded, of course. So they took the best recording, but
Yeah.
I knew what he was going to say. Just didn't make sense. Then he spoke for 12 minutes. Woo-hoo. Okay, let me ask you this. Where's Biden? Where is he?
Like right now?
Yeah, supposedly he's on vacation, but where is he? Is he alive? Is he not alive? We still don't know.
That is true. Seems like he's been on vacation for 4 years.
Yeah, see, the country is in chaos. Kamala's going to be running for president. He goes on vacation. Netanyahu, well, I can't say his name. Bibi comes over from Israel. Things pop off there. He cuts his trip short. He heads back to his country because he cares about his people. He's a leader, and he's going to go for revenge. That's a leader.
That just made me think of something else that guy said yesterday that I don't want to give it all away because if I did get it recorded, it's going to be in the video, but I don't know if it recorded. But anyway, shit, I lost train of thought. Oh yeah, how camel toe, how, Biden just decides he's going to step down, and then all of a sudden she's just, okay, now she's running. It's like, isn't there like a process and steps you're supposed to go through to get to that point, not just bypass everything? And
I really don't know. It's a good question, but she's been endorsed, and she's going to be, she's going to be going out and doing her own rallies and stuff. So I really don't know.
It's kind of like she just jumped through the hoops and here I am. I'm on top. I didn't have to work for it. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to go through the process. I didn't have to do any debates. I didn't have to win any votes. I didn't have to get picked. It just got handed to me.
This was always going to be done. Biden was always going to do this. I'm going to say the last year and a half, he just finally did it. But this was always going to happen. I'd love to see Trump debate her. It's going to be hysterical.
Yeah. It literally would be the funniest just because of the way he is. And then, her. Like, she's just, her cackling, laughs after everything she says, doesn't even matter what it is, and just repeats the same words over and over in different ways.
Rich, I believe she's already been. I mean, I don't know if she has to be nominated or this is just the way it is. Nobody's going to run against her. They can't. So this is it. No, you're right, Chrissy. We really don't. We really don't.
Yeah, what Garrett said too, I've seen so many videos with the masks and how realistic it is. It's scary. Scary.
Oh, the CIA can make those flesh-looking masks, and you can put them right over your head, and who's to say that wasn't him out there looking 6 feet 4 inches tall? I don't know.
Right.
Like, I hate to think like that, but I'm starting to realize it could be true.
Trying to see if I could find.
Well, if DMA was on, Steve wouldn't have asked me on. I was bottom of the barrel pickings. If DMA had been on, I would have been going right at him. I did not care for that guy.
Really, I had him on like a month ago, and I don't know. I like him. I'm
I
not
have a
talking
real hard
about like what he does when he's, I don't know, let's say work, like when he's making his videos, and I mean just as a person, when we were talking back and forth, he's just, I think he's a cool guy.
Steve, I never heard you talk. I only ever heard him.
Well, when I have shows like that where it's kind of like an interview type deal, I like to let them do most of the talking. So, but yeah, but you weren't the bottom of the barrel, real quick, because
I'm
I
kidding.
was actually going to just do because well, actually, Creek's still supposed to be here. I'm not sure, but I was gonna do the whole thing by myself and just but then I seen you in chat and I just got done reading your email and I was like, I like having you up anyway. You're fun to talk to. So I
I
was
know we
like,
get along
yeah.
well. I appreciate it. I was just teasing with you. If y'all are talking about Kamala, she's half Indian and she's half Jamaican. Her mother's Indian, her father's Jamaican.
Yeah. And I've seen pictures from when she was young and her family,
hmm
and it looks 100% Indian, like the pictures I've seen. But I mean, well, you could tell Jamaican, but the way they're all dressed and 100% Indian.
See, I don't see the Jamaican in her. I see the Indian, from India. I don't know.
Wow. Here, I'll wait a minute. I don't want to do a long one because I don't want to get copyright, but
Well, no, actually, she's half Jamaican because her dad is Jamaican. She's Jamaican me crazy.
Jamaica me crazy.
Jamaica me crazy. Garrett's here. You got to do the emotional damage thing. You know I love it.
Oh, I did it right before you came up, actually. But where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, here it is.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Bad touch, stranger danger.
I don't know why it just cracks me up. Like me telling you smoke like a girl.
Right. That's the best. I put that in the intro, like right after that show that day. As soon as
I
we were
don't
done, I
understand
was
why
like,
you did, but I don't understand why you laughed so much at that. Wait a minute, you still smoking like a girly?
yep.
Let me see. Let me see. You still got it between your fingers. Oh my God, you do. That's just not. Oh, that's just so not macho. You gotta put hair on your knuckles. Then it'll make it macho.
That's funny. No, it was so funny when he said it because I don't even know what we were talking about, but we were talking about whatever, and then just out of nowhere you said that, and it was the funniest. I think for the entire month that was the funniest thing I heard.
I tend to do those things, just blurt out stuff at inopportune moments. It's a gift.
Hey, Bonnies. Aloha. So here, this is I just got to leave it muted because it's only 16 seconds and it's just music, but look how realistic. That's crazy,
that is just
right?
creepy. That's creepy. I wonder if it looks that real in person.
I know. That's what, yeah, I'd love to see that, like, but not know it. I would just love for someone to have like that kind of mask on and then just like bump into me or something, be like, hey, how's it going? Da, da, da. And then afterwards, then ask me, like, did you notice anything? And then tell me, but just because if I know up front, of course I'm going to be looking, but like if I'd be able to notice it if I didn't know.
If it was fake?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. I've never experienced, so I don't know.
Or maybe you have, you just don't know. right?
Oh God! Now you're going to give me nightmares. Wait a minute. Do you have a mask on and you're Nina?
Oh, that would be hilarious, wouldn't it? I'd just be like, hold on. Hey guys, it's me, Nina.
I was baking, but now I'm not.
Hey, Southeast Wolverines, aloha. I want to get a mask like that for real though now. I would love to go out and mess with people. Accountability amplified, aloha. I don't know what he's always doing. Pranks.
Place order when you're ready, thank you.
God, that's creepy.
Can I pay with this?
Hold on 1 second.
Gotta
Can
know.
I pay with this?
No, you can't.
How much is it?
It's $2.
$2. I'll pay with 2.
Can I pay with you?
Excuse me, can I show you my dance?
Yeah, sure. Be careful.
Sorry, my back. Oh.
That is so funny. I don't want to get copyrights, but I tried looking. I couldn't find anything that was real. Like I found a few things, but it was just obvious it was fake. But I want to find something like that that's like realistic.
Well, I wanted to tell you first, though, thank you and Nina for what you did with the homeless and the hot dogs. That was such a gift for them. And you and Nina do so much good around you. And I just, that was just awesome.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
It was a lot of fun too. The day went by so fast from the minute I woke up until the time I got home. It was just like, wow, it's already 7:00 at night. Holy shit.
Y'all are just, really, really good people. Blue, that question's been going around. How does that make her a natural born citizen? I don't think they're going to give a crap. I think they're just going to let that pass by.
Right. But I did think this too, what Mary said. Aloha, Mary, by the way. That yeah, even if your parents aren't legal citizens, but you're born here, doesn't that automatically make you?
I think so.
See, I don't know. So I'm just,
Blue's pretty clever. I don't know.
But yeah, because he said, where'd it go? There it is. She was born December 7th, 38. And Madras, province, British India. So that's what her Shyamala, that's their mom, right?
Yeah, I think that's her mom.
Neither her parents were born here. At least one has to be born here, I thought. Yeah, see, I'm not sure. I really don't know. I just thought if you were born here, you're automatic.
I thought so too.
It's the United States territory, or because at least one of their parents was a U.S. citizen at the time of the person's birth. See, now I'm going to have to look into that shit because I really don't have no idea. Oh, wait,
It
what did
brings up
Brandon say?
questions.
According to the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, anyone born in the United States and subject to its jurisdiction is a U.S. citizen at birth. Okay.
Well, and a lot of illegals come here, and if they have a child born here, is that child an American citizen?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I thought too.
Van life, Van the man with the beautiful beard, aloha. Tyne Duff, aloha. What life, aloha. Everybody's
Hey there,
popping up.
Wattlife. Hi there, handsome Wattlife.
Anchor babies.
That's a lot of stuff. what Blue is saying. I don't know.
Therefore,
Accent
the
Nacho.
Hey, X and Nacho, aloha. You know what, X? I'm glad you're here because Thursday at the end of our show, I wanted to play that one video, but we were trying to end right around 2 hours, which we actually did, ended right at the 2 hours. And I never played that video. And I realized it afterwards, and I was like, ah, shoot, forgot about that. So I'm going to do that in a minute once I pull it up. But in the meantime, I just thought of something else about yesterday, which was cool because my first video from 2 months ago when I went to that homeless encampment, Joanne, she's like the main reason we just wanted to go back and do what we did yesterday because, you know, so many comments about how sweet of a lady she is. And I liked her personally just before I even put the video out. I was like, man, that lady is so sweet. So we went back and she was there, which was so cool. So she made my day again yesterday.
That's great.
And she's super happy now too because she had no idea that I put a video out about her. And so now she's like, I'm famous. Like, yeah, you're famous.
Oh, she really is sweet. I watched your short today. I hadn't seen it and made sure I hit the like. And just even that short, she's very precious.
Yeah, sweetheart. And I don't want to give too much away because this is all going to be in the next video in like a week or two from now. But
can't stand it, can you?
I know. It's like, I'm going to be sitting at this computer for hours and hours editing. I got so many hours of, like I said, we were recording from like 5 or 6 different devices and each one has hours of video on it. And I got to go through all of them and then edit and then, yeah, but it'll be worth it. But the other thing she does is she, cause you can, in the other video, you can kind of see how she's like hunched over and she has a hard time walking, but Yankees for life. Aloha, brother. But, every day she has like a baby stroller and the wheels are all messed up on it. So, and that's the next thing we want to do is we want to get her like a wagon or something that's easier for her to pull or push because this baby stroller, she's using the wheels. You know, when you get that shopping cart where the one wheel's like locked, it just makes it really hard to push. That's like the baby stroller for her. But every day she has to walk quite a distance. I don't know how far it is, but especially for a little old lady like that, it's far just to get water. And she fills up all these like jugs of water she has. And every day she has to do that. And it's just like, oh, this poor lady, man. She's just like, has a hard time walking, has a hard time moving. She got this shitty baby carriage that she has to try to push. And then once she fills all the water up, it's even heavier. Hey, Gigi's Unhinged, aloha. Hey, Sultan Light, aloha. 1865, after the Union's victory, the court's ruling in Dred Scott was superseded by the passage of the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which abolished slavery, and the 14th Amendment.
God, all these people that know stuff. I don't know that stuff.
I don't either. I gotta be honest.
I don't know.
The U.S. Constitution, which abolished slavery, and the 14th Amendment, whose first section guaranteed citizenship for a persons born or naturalized in the United States, and subject to whose first section guaranteed citizenship for all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Editing takes forever because I have to research case law, but it's worth it for the education for me and the people who watch the video I post. Absolutely. Yeah, and editing does take forever. But I actually kind of enjoy it because then I just get so focused on that and I kind of forget about everything else. So it's kind of like a fun hobby for me, relaxing.
It's almost like meditation for you.
Yeah, literally. Yep. Even though it can be so tedious, but it's still like meditation.
No, I understand that. And how is Nina?
Nina, she's good.
She back there baking?
No, she actually just got home maybe 20 minutes before I came on, and I think she went to church, and then after church, the grandboys in their little league game, so she went to watch that, and they won, so they might be going to like the Little League World Series. I'm not, but when she got home, she was super tired, so she just taking a nap.
Oh, it's too bad. We could get her on here.
I know. I was like, yeah. She's been napping for a little bit. Maybe she'll wake up soon.
Then she and I could take over.
Yeah, there you go.
You can still be on here.
I'll just sit up on the side and like do one of these. Like, I'm still here.
Oh no, Kamala's not going to win, Gigi. There's just no way.
Oh, there we go. Wildlife always has today in 1868, following its ratification by the necessary 3/4 of U.S. states, the 14th Amendment granted citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the United States. Wildlife always has the good facts.
He
from
does.
Like today and history facts or whatever.
Yeah, he used to have 5 or 6 of them. It was always fun. I worked out in the yard today, and I swear to God, I think my eyes got sunburned.
Yeah, I got sunburned a little bit yesterday, actually. I didn't realize it till we were on our way home because I went to scratch my neck, and I was like, what the hell? Like, why does that hurt? But we were standing out in the sun all day.
Gigi, I'm sorry, Steve. I'm out front sometimes here in the chat, and then it's lagging, and I'm interrupting you. Gigi, if she wins, it's going to be total fraud. Are you serious about this, Gigi? You really think Kamala should be our president?
She's fated to get in.
No, she's not fated to get in. She'd be frauded to get in.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, look at her statistics over the past 8 years. She's even to become VP, she wasn't liked. She had like 1% of the votes when she was trying to run.
Why do you think she's called knee pad Kamala? There's a reason. Nobody I know respects her.
Yeah, she's a total idiot. Like, seriously, she's just nothing to do with because she's a female or whatever, or nothing. She's just, she's an idiot. I mean, if I ran into her on the street and she wasn't vice president or she wasn't like nobody, and she said 4 or 5 words, I'd be like, I'm not going to listen to anything you say because you don't know jack shit.
You still wouldn't like her. The fact is, she's much more radically far right than Biden is. So if you think things are bad now and she might get in the office, there's no way. Trump's been out there doing the rallies. I've been modding them, and he fills it to standing room only. There's a reason. And I'm not arguing with you, Gigi. I'm just saying that the only way she'll get in is because the same way Biden got in. I don't want to get you strikes, Steve.
Oh, no, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it.
I know the money that's been donated. It doesn't matter. I guarantee you, if she wins, it's not going to be good. So be happy you live where you are. I just don't see
Okay,
it.
so I'm trying to pull up this one that Van Life Biker said. Play that link.
Hi there, sweet Andy. Loves and hugs. And Gigi, you live in Canada. Trump speaks the truth. He speaks the truth. We don't always like the way he puts it, but he tells the truth. He's for the people and he's for the United States. Big difference.
Indy, aloha. And yes, I agree with Indy. 100. Or wait, wrong one. Two wings, same beast. Absolutely. Like I said, that one talks about the Uniparty. It already is a Uniparty. But
You know,
here's
and I've
what I
talked
have
to Andy
no
about this many
idea.
times. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I have no idea what this, but Van Life Biker shared it and said play it. So I have. Let's see.
I will
what's about.
repeat that you are an expert in corporate commercial law, uniform commercial code, and domestic banking law. And one of the things that the Inalienable University specializes in is fraudulent mortgage forensic investigation. So why don't you tell us about that? What is going on? Because you did just bring it up about the banks. You're saying the banking system is really the criminal and that we should be keeping an eye on.
Yes. So in a mortgage scenario, John Q. Public goes to the bank and says, hey, you know, or he goes to somebody, he signs a purchase agreement. He now has an agreement to purchase property. He brings it to the bank. He says, I want to buy this property. They check his credit, they check his income, and they say, okay, he has the ability to service this debt for $500,000. So then they present him with a mortgage and a promissory note. The promissory note is the debt obligation, right? It is your promise to pay, but it is backed up by your literal saying, hey, I'm going to pay this back. So based on that, the value of that note is created from your promise to pay. The bank does not put $1 of their own money. They don't debit their depositors' accounts. They don't debit nobody on the face of the planet. Their assets don't decrease by any penny as a result of any mortgage, right? So you sign the note, you sign the mortgage. The bank never signs the note. It's an actually unilateral contract because it's your note, right? They don't have any, they never paid any value for it. The banks then turn around through their greed and they sell the payment stream or the debt obligation of that note to a remake trust, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mae, Freddie Mac. Some banks even set up their own remake trust, right? But they're separate juridical persons because it has to be an arm's length transaction. It's not the bank itself. So then the remake trust pays the bank the face value of that note. Let's use $500,000 for instance. So you go into a bank, you get your mortgage, you sign your note. Bank doesn't pay anything of value. It's all digital money. They then take this note that they didn't pay anything for and they sell it for $500,000. They pocket the $500,000. They do not credit your transaction. They don't credit your account. First of all, what gives them the right to do that? They don't. But they don't ever tell anyone about this, right? So now they've just made $500,000, right? That becomes an asset.
Because you gave them your signature.
That's right.
All right, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, but so what are you saying? I'm confused.
Well, show it again. I didn't even hear it. I'm out front talking to the chat.
I get the part where he says they turn around and
investigation. So why don't you tell us about that? What is going on? Because you did just bring it up about the banks. You're saying the banking system is really the criminal and that we should be keeping an eye on.
Well, I already knew that.
So in a mortgage scenario, John Q.
And the banking system is the puppet masters. They're the ones pulling the strings. That's why That's why Democrats and Republicans are two wings of the same beast. Because the bankers are
Public goes
controlling.
to the bank and says, hey, you know, or he goes to somebody, he signs a purchase agreement. He now has an agreement to purchase property. He brings it to the bank. He says, I want to buy this property. They check his credit, they check his income, and they say, okay, he has the ability to service this debt for $500,000. So then they present him with a mortgage and a promissory note. The promissory note is the debt obligation, right? It is your promise to pay, but it is backed up by your literal saying, hey, I'm going to pay this back. So based on that, the value of that note is created from your promise to pay. The bank does not put $1 of their own money. They don't debit their depositors' accounts. They don't debit nobody.
Okay, I get it now. Okay.
Well, good.
I'm
Explain
not a
it to
quick
me.
learner. Yeah, so see, I'm not a quick learner, and I also suck at explaining shit. But yeah, so basically, they're saying, you know, like, I want to buy this property. You're not even really getting a loan. They're just saying that I promised to pay it back. So they're like, okay, and then they're paying it back, but the bank is actually making the 500 grand. Yeah, see, I suck at explaining shit.
Their assets don't decrease.
I can see it in my head, though. I get what he's saying.
As a result of any mortgage, right? So you sign the note, you sign the mortgage. The bank never signs the note. It's an actually unilateral contract because it's your note, right? They don't have any, they never paid any value for it. The banks then turn around through their greed and they sell the payment stream or the debt obligation of that note to a remake trust, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Some banks even set up their own remake trust, right? But they're separate juridical persons because it has to be an arm's length transaction. It's not the bank itself. So then the remake trust pays the bank the face value of that note. Let's use $500,000, for instance. So you go into a bank, you get your mortgage, you sign your note. Bank doesn't pay anything of value. It's all digital money. They then take this note that they didn't pay anything for and they sell it for $500,000. They pocket the $500,000. They do not credit your transaction. They don't credit your account. First of all, what gives them the right to do that? They don't. But they don't ever tell anyone about this, right? So
yeah, that's twisted. All right, I'm sure I'm missing a lot of the chat. Oh, keep watching and it'll make more sense. Okay.
Now they've just made $500,000, right? That becomes an asset.
Because you gave them your signature.
That's right. You are the creditor here. Now, I don't want to get off into that, you know, conspiracy theory wormhole, but and without going too far in detail, but what happens is when this bank takes in this $500,000, that becomes an asset. Well, we all know through the fractional reserve banking system, they can fractionalize their assets 10 times over, right? So then they get more credits from the federal, and the thing just creates this vicious cycle on and on and on and on. But where it starts to unravel on them is this. The Supreme Court back in 1873 in Carpenter versus Longan, they said the note and the mortgage are inseparable, okay? And whenever you separate the two, it nullifies the transaction. So this is where the statutory courts and their little, you know, regime that's really not in compliance with common sense or logic, they back up these banks and they say, well, yeah, they didn't really give you all the details or full disclosure, but you know, we're gonna let them get away with that. So now we're to understand that banks can create money out of thin air. They can lie and deceive you into believing that you're a borrower when you're not. Then they can sell the debt to a remake trust, pocket the money, not credit your account, and now our lower courts are telling us, well, that's acceptable too. None of which is acceptable because none of them have the power or authority to overshadow the Supreme Court of this country. So that's why a forensic investigation of the loan is imperative. It'll reveal certified loan data as to the loan was closed on this date. Within so many days, they sold the payment stream to this trust. It invalidates it. And then you bring these claims to a common law court beyond the statutory regime, and that's where you start to get your remedy.
Right. And so this is something you specialize in for 10 years, right? 10 years?
Correct. Yes. And so that's why we're here.
Wow. You sign your name, they're drilling to get it. What they do with it nets from zillions on the back end. Was your mortgage sold? 99.9% yes. Are you familiar with 1872 Carpenter versus Longan? You ought to be. It will change your life and set you free. Supreme Court is only a remedy between we, the people, and the Constitution. Y'all complain about your rights, but you've never, ever studied them. We have, we do. This is our life, our entire world, 7 days a week. Right on. See, I don't really ever go on X either, but Anarchy Television, aloha. Let's see. So much stuff is to distract you from the entire picture. We all want change in the world, no wars, peace. We are all starting to stand and fight. Send love, not hate. The energy difference is huge. Very true. Yeah, that whole Chelsea Clinton thing blew. Um, yeah, yes and no. I mean, he knows me and I know him, but like we don't like talk or any of that. I've actually been trying to get him on here for a while. But let me see. I played a part of his clip in the very beginning of this today. Oh yeah, I was actually watching this earlier, Andy. I left off with 5 minutes left. So when I clicked the link you put, it picked up right where let's see.
Huh, I was on mute. Hi, Wing. Good to see you. Gigi, I love you. I just don't agree with you on the Kamala thing.
I was thinking maybe she had a phone call or something or had to step away because it was just dead silence.
Well,
And then
I stepped away and I forgot to turn it back on. Probably sounded a lot better.
yeah, I won't play this whole thing because I know it's like a half hour long. But I was actually watching this earlier, and yeah, I watched. This is Brian from Here's the Deal, but this is his new channel, the Disturbing Illusion, and basically about the left-right paradigm and the hypocrisy and but
You think it's so important for mainstream media to disseminate this kind of information?
Now, look, I mean, there's obviously a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. I mean, the historic events over the last, like over the weekend. And I mean, on a personal note, it's, you know, it's seeing Donald Trump get up after getting shot in the face and pump his fist in the air with the American flag is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life. But, and I think, look, it's, at some level as an American, it's like hard to not get kind of emotional about that spirit and that fight. And I think that that's why a lot of people like the guy.
Emotional about that spirit and that fight. Who was it that said, when the people need a hero, we shall supply him? Wasn't it Albert Pike? And now let me ask you people on the right, because this is called the Disturbing Illusion channel, where we expose the left versus right paradigm lie. And I'm talking about the Democrat lies and the Republican lies, because guess what? That's what politics is. 100% lies, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What is it? What's the famous quote? The safety and the welfare of the people will always be the alibi of tyrants. Do you think that only applies to the tyrants on the Democrat side? Does that not also apply to the tyrants on the Republican side. Are you uncomfortable with images like this? What if you saw Joe Biden shaking hands with Mr. Eat the Bugs?
Eat the
What about
bugs.
this? Does that make you uncomfortable? Does this raise your discomfort level one iota? What if the guy you support says something like this?
Well, we've loved it. We think it's a great country, a beautiful country, and we have had a tremendous success.
Yeah, great success.
And this gentleman, as you know, he's done a great job. Thank you very much.
That's Mr. You'll own nothing and be happy. Well, maybe you would feel comfortable if your guy said this.
We will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately.
Wait, he didn't just say entry visa tracking system. He said entry exit. You do know when they talk about the border wall or border security, they're not only talking about keeping people out, they're also talking about locking people in, right? You do know that. We're going to listen to this again. Are you actually for this?
We will,
because like if you support a guy, if you support a politician, I don't care if it's Kamala Harris, because she's for an entry and exit visa tracking system as well. So is Joe Biden. So is Donald Trump. So is Barack Obama. Are you for this? You realize when you cast your vote of support behind him, he's fueled to do the very thing that you probably don't want done. You know that, right?
we will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens, never happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. Do you ever notice?
He's saying the wrong decision is not implementing the entry exit biometric visa tracking system. He's talking about that didn't happen as a bad thing. We desperately need this. Maybe you believe this. Maybe you believe that we need a biometric human tracking system, not only for people coming in, but also for people going out. Holy smoke.
Right. And Blue Unicorn, yeah. It's called the Disturbing Illusion, and I actually put, because I knew I was probably going to play clips from his channel, so I actually put the link in the description to this. So if you look in the description, there'll be a link right for anyone that wants to check out his channel.
Folks.
In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
What about space?
Land, sea, and air, biometric surveillance tracking system? Leave your comment. I want to know if you endorse this. This is a throwback from 1980. This is Trump from over 40 years ago.
For some people, the ultimate goal in life has been becoming the president of the United States. Would you like to be the president of the United States?
I really don't believe I would run it, but I would like to see somebody as the president who could do the job. And there are very capable people in this country.
Most people who are capable are not running for office. Most men are frightened of politics today.
It is a shame, isn't it?
Yes.
It is a shame. The most capable people are not necessarily running for political office. And that.
I wonder why that is. The most capable people are not fit to run for office, but they still want the ring of power. They want the prestige. They want the notoriety. The people who are least fit for the office are the ones who scramble after the ring of power. Wonder why that is. Power corrupts and absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Maybe power attracts the corruptible. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we should do something different instead of doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
That is a very sad commentary on the country. they had major corporations and they had this and that, but they are not running for political office.
Why wouldn't someone like yourself run for political office? You have all the money that you possibly need. You've accomplished a great deal, even though you are only 34. I know there's a lot of things that you possibly can do in the years ahead. Why wouldn't you dedicate yourself to public service?
Because I think it's a very mean life. I would love and I would dedicate my life to this country, but I see it as being a mean life. And I also see it as somebody with strong views and somebody with the kind of views that are maybe a little bit unpopular, which may be right, but may be unpopular, wouldn't necessarily have a chance of getting elected against somebody with no great brain, but a big smile.
Oh, like this guy right here? No great brain, but
Doesn't
a big
that picture
smile.
look so fake?
Maybe he predicted Joe Biden.
And that's a sad commentary for the political process.
Well, it is a sad commentary, but it's what can be expected from the political process. We do have a lot of people with no great brain and a big smile, and that's what politics is all about. It is, and I'll reiterate it, the clever and deceptive art of using euphemisms, lies, emotionalism, and fear-mongering in order to dupe average people into accepting and even demanding the chains of their own enslavement, because narcissistic psychopaths, it's not enough for you to go to the voting booth. They want you to call out and demand and give money. Please enslave me. Please be my ruler. Please create the policies that are going to make me safe and give me back my gun rights. Now, I talk a lot about the Democrat dog and pony show side of this whole three-ring circus, and I don't talk very much about the Republican side. One of the popular Republican commentary voices is this guy named Styx Hexenhammer. I've listened to a lot of his stuff. Seems to be a very intelligent guy, but he's fallen into, maybe he's been there a long time, I don't know. He's fallen into the left versus right paradigm trap. This comes from a video that he entitled, "Who Forced Joe Biden Out? I Can Answer That." Listen to what he says.
Who forced Joe Biden out? Who forced him to stand down out of the race? I can answer this question. We simply have to do a bit of inference. There's a link in the description, archived, of course. Interesting article sort of asking, who was responsible for this? Well, that would require journalistic integrity that clearly doesn't exist. And so journalists won't ask the question. We don't really need to ask the question, though. It's self-evident what happened with Joe Biden. The powers that be within the Uniparty, globalists in general, so all the big power players, the banksters, the corporatists, the military brass, and of course political insiders, the Obamas and Clintons and Pelosi's of the world, they saw Joe Biden's performance and they said, we don't care that you are effectively cognitively impaired. That's not the problem. The problem is that now the public is aware that you're cognitively impaired. Ergo, you can't win. What they're afraid of is that Donald Trump is going to get another 4 years to stymie them. That's what they're afraid of. They're trying to cast him off as dictatorial right now over a heavily clipped soundbite, actually, from his rally the other day, where he talks about the fact that people won't need to vote in 4 years. Well, that's because he intends to fix all of the problems that Biden created.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I have to...
There he is! There's my favorite white boy!
What's up, Creek?
Vote for Creek.
Vote for Creek. Yeah, you got my vote. Shit. Definitely got my vote.
All right, I was definitely into this.
Okay, here we go.
Over the last 4 years in his next 4-year term.
So Styx is of the mind that Trump is going to fix the problems that Biden created, as though Trump wasn't a part of that political process that created the problem. And don't get me wrong, when they call him the leader of the free world, I'm talking about the president of the United States who sits behind the desk resolute at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. When they call him the leader of the free world or the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, he's nothing more, nothing less. And I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican. The truth is, he's nothing more and nothing less than a figurehead puppet for the U.S. federal corporation as defined in 28 U.S.C. 300215A. The United States means federal corporation. So he just becomes
a federal figurehead. And if you doubt whether the president is the ruler and leader of the free world, all you got to do is look at somebody like Biden. He's obviously not the one calling the shots. The country can obviously run with somebody who's effectively paralyzed in the brain, just to put it nicely. But Sticks, before we go on, Sticks, he calls it the Uniparty. That's what I call it. It is a Uniparty. Why are we calling Democrat, Republican, Team Red, Team Blue, Conservative, and Democrat a Uniparty? Because it's appearing as though it's two parties. They're giving you the illusion that you have a choice, that you slaves on the plantation, hey, because you can pick the plantation manager that you want, you are free. You have the power to form and control your own destiny. It is a Uniparty. But who's part of that Uniparty? Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, the Clintons, the Obamas, the people that he mentioned, but also Donald Trump. And don't give me this BS about Donald Trump's not a politician. He's a businessman. He's a politician. He ran on a political ticket. He's calling himself a Republican. He's creating policies for his platform. Don't say that somebody who's acting as a politician is not a politician. That's a ridiculous.
Robin Spillman, aloha, sister. Always good to see you. Aloha.
Argument. So Stick says Uniparty, the globalists, the bankers, the corporatists, the military brass, political insiders. You mean like lobbyists like AIPAC, who clearly control the entire show in Congress? If you doubt that, take a look at my last two videos on Bibi Netanyahu and the things that he said and how lapdoggish every single political parasite acted, as though the master just walked into a kennel holding the leash on everybody's neck. That's how it was. So when he identifies the Uniparty and the globalists and the banksters and the corporate elitists and the military brass, you're talking about people who also control Trump. And I'll prove that in a second, because all you have to do is look at the policies. It's completely objective. But he's saying that he knows why they took Biden out of his position. He can answer the why to that. And then he also said, yeah, there's this thing that they heavily clipped up that basically says that, Trump is saying that there's not going to, if you vote for me, there's not going to be any more, you won't have to vote anymore. There's not going to be any more elections. Well, we're going to take a look at that clip here in a second. Let me just finish just a couple more seconds.
Yeah, and hold on real quick. Wait a minute. What happened now? Gigi went skydiving? We'll get back to this in a second.
Dude, you should see the video. It is freaking awesome.
She's amazing.
It is awesome, man.
Yeah, it's a great video.
Very cool.
She even looks beautiful skydiving. What is wrong with this woman?
Because, man, the closest I've gotten is I had to put the parachute on and everything, but I just set shotgun because I wasn't going to jump, but I recorded it and I got the picture and everything, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's whenever the dude was like pointing the plane down or whatever.
Yeah, he killed after everyone jumped.
Yeah.
He killed the engine. And here, let me see. That's the hold on, I'm just gonna put you guys backstage for a sec so you can see the picture.
Oh, good.
But yeah, that's the picture I took, and it was what happened was the first time I went up, and I'm like looking back, and my roommate was one of the guys that he was the photographer. So when people were jumping, he'd jump and then just take pictures. And then all of a sudden I just feel like my stomach I'm like, what? And I look forward and we're just like going straight down. I couldn't even lift my arms or nothing. It was just like, and then I think about it and I'm like, well, what's the point of wearing a parachute? Because if we're going down, I'd be stuck in the chair anyway. You can't move. But so then we landed. I was like, dude, you gotta let me go for one more because I'm gonna be ready to, like, you didn't even want, because that was the whole plan. They were trying to scare me.
Kind of like a dog's face hanging out the window.
Yeah.
Car.
But so then I did go up the second time and I was like this, just waiting. And then as soon as he killed the engine and we started nosediving, I just started snapping pictures. But
Why did he
But
do that?
anyway, yeah, Gigi's got to. Yeah, I want to hear that story.
Dude,
But
it's
why did
awesome.
he nosedive?
Well, I guess they have like a competition from the pilot and the jumpers, the ones that work there, who can hit the ground first or land first.
They didn't
So
inform you of that.
no, they did on purpose because my roommate was like, "Yeah, don't tell him you're gonna do it."
Scared.
Just yeah, it worked. It scared the living shit out of me. I was like, "What's happening, dude? Why are we?" But at the
What do you
same
mean
time,
who
I
can
was,
hit the ground first?
like subconsciously though, it's like I almost knew because I was still trying to take a picture. But at the same time, I was like, "What's happening? Are we gonna die?" And if I need to jump, I can't even move. How am I gonna get out of the plane? But I still was trying to take a picture, you know. So I don't know. I guess I figured if I'm gonna die,
It's
man, at
this
least I have a picture.
it's the streamer of you. You couldn't I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna die videoing this and
Right,
taking
right.
pictures.
People will remember me.
They'll be able to find my camera and see the last
That's
picture.
hysterical. Well, if anybody hasn't seen it, go to Gigi's and look at her shorts and see her skydive. It's tandem. And she just, I mean, she looks like an angel coming down tandem.
I wonder if she
You know,
took my advice. I'm not
what?
going to say it on here, but I'm just wondering if she took it. Please let
No,
me
she
know
didn't.
if you did.
She
Gigi.
didn't wear Depends. She was fine.
No, that's not it.
She was awesome. I love that short.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And this was recent?
Yes, yesterday. She says, here's a short video. There it is. She just put it in the chat. Andy did.
Oh, maybe you can show it.
Hey, Latina and Kelly.
Are you able to do that, Steve?
Yeah, I was just I'm on her channel right now. I was trying to find it, but someone put it in.
Yeah, Indy put it in.
Oh, okay. Andy put it in.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
It's just beautiful.
Ooh, all right, and then I'm gonna get back to the Brian one in a second, but this.
I like the way that this video is put together.
Oh, wait a minute now. I do gotta ask, Gigi, where did you go skydiving at?
It's somewhere in Canada, some place in Canada. I
Okay.
think it says the name of the place in the end of it.
Start making our way. Excuse me.
Come on.
Slipping through the days, becoming broken. Can I find myself, trust myself? I try to hold my hope and my arms open. Can I face my fears and fall through the unknown? I search and cannot find my road to the other side. When I see no end in sight, will I lose what I left behind?
Oh, so scary. Ugh. Isn't that so cool? I don't mean to interrupt the video, but the guy filming right here, that was what my roommate did. And
Right.
And
I
he
think
said he loved his
both
job
of them
because
actually,
he used to jump like
film each
multiple
other.
times a day for free. It's like sweet. But was that Creek?
And so I think both of them actually film each other. I think you can see him with the camera too.
Yeah, well, this dude's got I seen a GoPro strapped to his hand or his glove.
Right. That's what it
Usually
is.
they have one on their helmet, but hold on. Creek, do you have Gigi's email? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I got it.
Gigi, do you want? I want to hear this story. Gigi, do you want to come up on panel? Because if so, yeah, just send her the link, Creek. That'd be awesome. But
Let me know, GG, and I will send it.
And Latina and Kelly, yep. After this video, I want to get back to that last video, and then after that, I can send you a link to Latina. And everyone, make sure you go to Gigi's channel. And I don't want to steal views by watching it here, so make sure you go watch it on Gigi's channel and hit the like button for her, and make sure you're subscribed. This is a sweet video.
I'm tripping through the darkness on my own. Will I find my voice, trust my choice? I try to keep my head afloat and my eyes open. Should I chase my fears and face the fall? Will I should I fight or run and hide? Will I lose who I left behind?
Oh, how was the landing? Right.
Crash landing in one piece. Woo! Fantastic.
She took it like a champ, man. She's a lot braver than I am. I can say that.
Yeah, you couldn't get me to do it. That's for
Oh
sure.
no, I will never jump out of a perfectly good airplane, buddy. I can promise.
Exactly.
I won't even get in an airplane.
Man, I have so many questions for Gigi. That's like,
she did say, where'd it go? She said, okay, give me a couple minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and send that to her and fire this back up, buddy. This dude's, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about this guy here. But he's made some cool points.
I got a lot to think, but I'll wait.
Seconds what Stick says.
It's not because he doesn't want people to vote. It's just he's saying, I'll solve these problems. We'll get to work right away.
Yeah, that's all Trump's saying. He's just saying, I'm going to solve these problems. I'm going to take the next 4 years and solve. That's all Trump said. That's not all Trump said. And it's not just a clip.
They're casting him off as authoritarian while being authoritarians.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that is the hypocrisy of the left versus right paradigm lie. People are accusing Trump of being authoritarian, and the Democrats on the left side who are promoting Kamala Harris now and did promote Joe Biden, they are authoritarians, pointing a hypocritical finger at Donald Trump and the Republicans saying, you're authoritarians. Well, takes one to know one. Both parties, both representatives of both parties on both sides of the aisle are authoritarians. What's an authoritarian? Somebody who wants to control others without their consent, period. I don't care if there's a D or an R by their name. That's what they want. But here's the clip that he's talking about from Donald Trump.
I don't care how, but you have to get out and vote. And again, Christians, get out and vote just this time.
Just this time.
You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years. You know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine.
You won't have to do it anymore. It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. I'm going to fix what Joe Biden broke.
You won't have
that he also broke, that he also helped to engineer and mastermind. We'll go over that in a second. Just hang tight.
To vote anymore, my beautiful Christians. I love you, Christians. I'm a Christian. I love you. Get out. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
In 4 years, you're not going to have to vote again. Why? Because Trump is going to be in control. I mean, he says what he means. Here's a couple of, I'm not even going to talk about this anymore. But that Trump means what he says, and he says what he means. And for somebody to come along, well, Trump didn't mean that. He actually just meant, hey, just give me your vote, and I'm going to fix everything that Joe Biden broke. Nonsense. How are you going to fix it? You're going to fix it with red flag laws? You're going to fix it with a federalized blanket of further qualified immunity for all law enforcement officers across the nations, including the bad ones? See, red flag laws, Trump is for red flag laws. Guess who else is for red flag laws? Kamala Harris. Red flag laws is anti-Second Amendment. If that's all you knew about Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, that's all you would need to know to not cast your vote unless you are anti-Second Amendment too. The only way you would cast your vote for Donald Trump knowing that he's for red flag laws, that's extreme risk protection orders, that literally means that anybody anonymously can call to the local police department and say, hey, I feel like Brian is a threat to himself and to others. And then a SWAT team forms, and then they knock in my door, steal all my guns, maybe take me into prison, take me to a jail cell, or hold me in a medical facility for 72 hours. They violate my Fourth Amendment. They violate my Second Amendment. And Trump is for this. Kamala Harris is for this. How about, Kamala Harris wants to institute, she wants to make sure that you're criminalized if you have an AR-15, AK-47, or high-capacity magazine. She wants to criminalize you. In other words, she wants to ban those things. Guess who else wants to criminalize you if you have something that's related to firearms? Donald Trump wanted to criminalize when he instituted a bump stock ban, which was overturned by the black robe tyrants of the Supreme Court, because sometimes they do the right thing and they throw you breadcrumbs. But Donald Trump wanted to criminalize tens of thousands, maybe millions of people who had bump stocks. For what reason? Kamala Harris wants to do the same thing. So as far as the Second Amendment, they're on the same page. How about dollar devaluation? Well, we already know Trump did it. We already know Biden did it. And we already know every president of the United States in the past has done it. They're going to devalue your dollar, which means they're telling the American worker, we are going to tap into and devalue your time and your labor. Kamala Harris is going to do the same thing. Where is the significant, the objective significant difference between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, or Joe Biden and Donald Trump? Where's the significant difference? Or Walter Mondale and Ronald Reagan, or Al Gore and George Bush? Where is the significant difference? Kamala Harris will want to increase the coffers of the military-industrial complex. Why? Because the military-industrial complex, owned by AIPAC, owned by Israel, controls Congress, and ain't nothing they can do. They're going to raise the debt ceiling and then fund even more the military-industrial complex. Let's call it the Department of War, the Department of Offense. How about Big Pharma? Do you think Donald Trump is pro-Big Pharma? Absolutely. Do you think that Kamala Harris is pro-Big Pharma? Absolutely. The greatest power and wealth transfer snowball was released by Donald Trump before he left office, when he signed the $6.2 trillion first initial stimulus package, most of which did not go to Americans, but went to corporations, banksters, and Big Pharma. Big Pharma, specifically Pfizer, logged the biggest year in profit they had ever had, by far, $100 billion profit.
Ms. Minder Sue, aloha and welcome. I want to believe that wants us to be able to protect ourselves and families, but supporting red flag laws is kind of stripping our rights away to be able to do that. So
Can I just say one thing? We as people, red flag people, aren't ready already. So does it make it worse because the president wants to do it?
well, if he wants to do it, he's going to make it to where, but yeah, I mean,
I look for
we
red
red
flags in
flag,
people. I have to.
right? But if it's not a law, you could red flag them and then nothing happens. But if he makes it a law, then yeah, I could just call and be like, yeah, there's this guy named Creek Squad
Mm,
on the mainland somewhere. I think he's fucking cuckoo. Take his
I see
guns. And they'd be like, oh, some guy called from Hawaii and said this guy's cuckoo, so he must be.
No,
Let's
I
go
see what
take
you
his
mean.
shit.
And
Take
when they
his
got
guns.
there, I'd be like, that guy from Hawaii, he's fucking cuckoo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you say the same shit about me, and then they come take our shit, and then like words came out of Trump's mouth, take their guns first, due process later. So yeah, you can still get them back, but after going to court for a year, 2 years, paying lawyers,
That's why
your life getting ruined.
you don't ask, don't say. They're I like Trump just as much as the next guy, man. I believe that he's for us, but do I believe that he is innocent as a politician or president or whatever? No, I don't. I think that they're all freaking crooks.
I would agree
Yep.
with that.
Yeah.
So I am on the Republican side, but I'm also more so of conservative, I guess you'd say.
Well, you're not
Right.
radical right.
I don't.
Right.
I don't agree with a lot of shit that Trump does, and I don't agree with anything that Biden's done or at all. That son of a bitch there. I don't know.
Right. And I
Well,
don't
there's a
want
Trump.
anyone either to think that like I have Trump deranged syndrome or whatever, it's not like
Mm,
that. Like if I had to label myself, yeah, or if I had to pick, yeah, I'd support Trump.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Have y'all noticed how crazy it is? How big people get into the politics stuff to where you see them on streets holding signs and just. I watched a video the other day where there was this Trump supporter that walked through a Biden rally and they was ready to kill that dude. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like it's all too far, man. This either way it goes, I don't care who gets elected. It's going to be far beyond politics whenever it does all go down. That's just an opinion, anyways. But
there's a
uh,
definite Trump cult. I am not in that cult. I'm not like worshiping at his feet and thinking, oh, this is a god, but there's a lot of people that do. There's a big cult following out there. I'm not part of that.
it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
Well, and that what I used to be 4 or 5 years ago. I was that dude. But thankfully, I opened my eyes, started thinking with an open mind. But all right, Miss Minder Sue, please don't leave, Miss Minder Sue. I know you hate Brian. So we'll Anarchy Television shared a video with me too. We'll take a break from Brian for you, Miss Minder Sue, because I know you don't like him, but we love you. So
I like Blue Unicorn's comment here.
I'm the boss of me and not the boss of you. So therefore, you are not the boss of me. Absolutely. You're not the boss of me now. And life's not
Sticks and
fair.
stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah, that is true, Todd Bushi. Yep, that is true. And I'm still gonna finish that video too. I like Miss Minder Sue, and I know I don't want her to leave because of that. But we're still gonna finish it. But I wanted to check this one out too. That Anarchy Television sent. It's BlackRock shocking plans to own the world. This is pretty crazy. But real quick, I want to bring in
We got the score.
skydiving champion, a woman straight out of Canada that has bigger balls than I have.
Well, she does on her chest for sure. Hey, Gigi, you know I love you.
I love you more, baby.
I
She
think
does
I'm gonna
on
be
her
in the
chest.
cult of Gigi now because of her skydiving.
Oh, I tell you, that was such a blast. There was nothing like it. And I have to blame my daughter because she was the one that started this. And I was like, you're going to do what? Oh, I'll do that one. I'm not doing the bungee jumping. Nope. You can do that one. Canada CN Tower around the outside up top? Nope. You can do that one. Skydiving. Oh, I think I like that one.
I would 110% skydive before I bungee jumped.
Yeah. That kind of looks like it would hurt a little more on your body for the whiplash kind of thing. That'd be my own thing. Taking that step.
I've seen where the rope was too long and they jumped off, man, and it wasn't good for them.
I've seen too many videos where they miscalculated the length of the rope or the bungee, and then they're like, "Yay, splat!" Like,
Yeah,
I think we made that a little too long.
Yep. Good to see you too, Monty.
There was one story where a chick and her boyfriend went to go bungee jumping. She was so scared to do it, didn't want to, but then she's just like, I got to do it. And because she was so nervous but excited at the same time, when the guy said go, she thought it meant her, but she didn't even have the bungee tied or connected to her. So she just jumped, and they're like, whoa, and then that was it.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute. That was it? Like, did she splat or
She
was
jumped
she okay?
to her death. She didn't have a bungee
no.
connected to her or nothing. But
Oh, no.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
crazy. If you ever watch Mr. Ballin did a episode on that. It's really good. But I got a question for Gigi I want to ask, because I only know a handful of people that have ever actually done skydiving, and all of them have told me the same thing. And it's right there when they pull the chute, and you go from skydiving, and then they pull the chute, and then they say that part is the most like peaceful, euphoric, like just the greatest moment they've ever had, because it's just like,
Yeah.
is that what you felt?
Here's the informational part. So we're talking 12,500 feet. It's supposed to take a minute for the thing. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So you're kind of free falling for say 20 seconds or whatever. They open up the chute, and they say about 5 to 7 minutes before you finally kind of come down. And I'm telling you, the view, being where I was in Ottawa, there was all kinds of rivers and the mountains, and you could see for forever. And for those that might want to believe it, yeah, the world's still round, you morons. Sorry. I've been on other places. Okay, I see curvature, people. Anyhow, yeah, it was. I could do that in a minute. The only downfall for me, the ears. Oh my Lord! I've been on a couple of planes where my ears have kind of been bad for. It depends on the pilot and how they go up and how they kind of come down, whether your ears pop or bother you. That was brutal. Oh Lord! Like halfway down, I'm starting like want to plug my ears and whatever kind of thing.
That's one thing they say, that anytime that you get like in high elevations like that, your ears pop, and they tell you to chew bubble gum. But I couldn't imagine chewing bubble gum and jumping out of an airplane at the same time.
Yeah, you'd be focused on chewing gum. But I couldn't believe how packed it was too. We were there for 10 o'clock appointment. We didn't get to, and then they separated us because there's 3 of us going. And then 2 of us ended up one and one on another. We're like, no, that's not happening. So we ended up being what we kind of considered the last plane because it was quiet. Everybody kind of gone by that point. And that was about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So it was a really beautiful day in the whole bit. But yeah, we did a little spin around. I love the parachuting part coming down. That was just, oh yeah. Just to look around, you just want to be a bird, to be able to just float around like them all the time, whenever you want to. Just get away from it all, kind of thing. And
how long?
Everything's small.
How long did y'all fly around in the plane before everybody started to jump?
It took us a little extra because she had to go around because of, I don't know, something. I think about another plane. I think it took us about 20 minutes to get up to 12,000.
Oh yeah, that was going to be my next question too. Well, height, it was
Yeah.
12,000. Okay.
Yeah, 12,500.
How long did you practice on the ground before you went up in the plane?
We got told what we were supposed to do and shown whatever kind of a couple of times. And before we got on and suited up again, like finally suited up, getting ready, we were shown again, gone through it. Then they kind of go through it again with you on the plane as you're there, and everybody double, triple checks each pack and whatever else, and everybody's high-fiving and hand fisting everybody inside the plane, and it was hilarious. My daughter, she was in front of us, so she was going before me. Our buddy, he was the one that was going first. My daughter and I were like I was second last, and there was one lady, single lady behind us that was going her first time. And there's all of a sudden my daughter going, "Well, Mom, this is it," because the door's open. We're all starting to go, right? "I love you, Mom." I'm like, "I love you more." I'm like, "Best kid ever in the whole universe."
We're still there goodbye
right?
now.
They're all so happy, aren't they? We're going to die. But,
Oh my
yeah,
God. Did you have any fear at all?
Actually, funny enough, no. The only thing that bothered me was, we're slight because there's two benches. I mean, we're talking little tiny plane too. I was like, so this is what it's like to be in one of these smaller things, and I could see why these could kind of come down more out of the air. But anyhow, sliding up to the door or whatever. Oh, I missed that. What was that?
What's that?
I don't know what I missed, Creek.
Oh no, because what you said.
Sorry.
You said you can understand how they come down.
Yeah. So when I had to get to the door, first they were saying you're going to be on your knees going to the door, and you just kind of like lean over. And then I watched my daughter, but she kind of squatted and went out. And I was like, "What?" So when we got there, I was just like, "Okay, I went on my knees and okay, so head back with her." But when I got there, I was like, I don't really want to look out to where I'm going. I don't want to be the focal point of what I remember. So when I was actually ready to go, I was just like, my eyes are closed, and as we tipped out, that's when I finally looked. So I looked at kind of going down. But yeah, and poor guy, my daughter did this too. They're telling you to tap, they tap you, telling you this is when you could put your arms out. Twice the guy taps me, and I'm not paying attention, which is why he grabs my arms, finally puts them out for me. Squirrel. Man. But yeah, that's when I went on. I was waving my hand, Superman heart, and going, "Yeah, fuck yeah." Just like, oh man, it was great. Too bad it was longer.
How'd your sunglasses stay on?
Oh, there's it's given to you by them, and it's got like a bungee kind of tight thing that you can tighten up so it stays on your head.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they were wondering in chat how your sunglasses stayed on, and I just figured it's Gigi. They're not going to move. They're be too scared to move anymore. You're going to stay on.
I had to laugh because when you start looking at your skin in the wind, and you see everything rippling, it was so weird. It looked like you had a beige shirt on, and it was rippling in the wind, but it's your skin.
I did see your neck rippling a little bit. I just think
And you were wearing a mask. You were wearing a fake bodysuit.
No. I was just wearing a t-shirt and track pants. That was it. I wasn't sure what to wear because part of me wanted to wear shorts. It was 30 degrees out, and I was like, I don't know how chilly it is up there, right? So, all right. I assume cover the skin if you're up in the air like that, bugs and everything.
Real quick, Blue Unicorn, that's one of the best comments that I've ever read in my life, ever.
Oh, this one?
Dude, whenever I stopped and read it.
That was, yeah.
I couldn't help myself.
Touche.
Have you guys ever seen where they jump out of the planes with those, it's like a big ass windsuit. Like it's got like if you've got your arm stretched out, like in between your arm here, it's got like a wing in it.
Yeah, and you like fly.
Oh yeah,
literally fly.
Right.
They don't have parachutes. They're like, yeah, I know what you mean.
I want to do something like that, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to fly, so I'm afraid I would wreck or something.
You got to train a lot to do that.
There was one dude that did it, and he like flew through like this big opening of a rock, and if he would have been like just a little bit off, it would have been splat.
What's that movie with Keanu Reeves?
Wingsuit. That's what it is.
Oh, those would be cool.
God, I love the movie, and now I can't think that you said it.
You know what I'm talking about? I think it's Ocean something.
Yes.
Oh no, you're talking about that Point Break.
Point Break, yeah, dude, that's a freaking awesome movie.
Oh God, yeah.
Is that the one where Buddy jumps off the building and goes flying down?
The Point Break?
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe not. I could be thinking of something else.
That's where they were like bank robbers.
They do parachute though.
Yeah, they skydive to like get away or some shit.
That and they do the wingsuit thing, man. It's crazy.
Oh, that was the second one. The first one, I don't think they did that. The second one, the remake,
the first
I
one
think
they
did
don't.
that.
I don't think I
second
ever
one they
seen
did
the
the
second one.
wingsuit.
The second one? What do you mean the second one?
There was
the
second
original.
one.
The original came out in the 80s.
The original, they didn't do the wingsuit ones.
Oh, I've never seen the original then.
Then you didn't see Keanu. Well, I don't think Keanu Reeves wasn't in the second one.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
Third one.
Creek.
No, I gotta look it up.
Creek doesn't know what he saw. Whole different movie, didn't even have Keanu in it.
I know it was Keanu Reeves that I watched in it.
Well, it could have been just wasn't
one.
I think he was hitting some acid with Blue Unicorn.
I tried it from the ground first.
I want to check this one out. Anarchy Television sent. He said to start at the 3-minute 30-second mark.
And enjoy the video.
If we allow ourselves to be onboarded to these digital ID systems and this, these financial surveillance systems, these programmable, surveillable currencies that they've been developing, then it's going to be much easier for them, once everyone's dependent on those new systems, to force things like carbon credits on people. And I think that's part of the plan, because the same people that are the architects of the digital ID stuff at the UN, people like Mark Carney and Mike Bloomberg, I mean, they're all in for this carbon credit stuff. They're arguably architects of that entire system and the whole like stakeholder capitalist model and ESG stuff. They love all that stuff. And I don't think they have any intention of abandoning that market just because people don't like it. I think they're waiting for the right time, that once they have people onboarded to these systems enough, and there's this insane surveillance state in place where like, your face is your ID and all of this stuff. And they can just track everything you do and everywhere you go and whatever. And smartphones become more invasive. And we're at, this point too, where like in the next couple of years, all the brain machine interfaces are going to roll out like Neuralink and whatever for commercial use, at least allegedly. I mean, it gets kind of crazy then. And I think at that point, it will be much easier for them to impose this kind of stuff that in the current environment would be a hard sell. It becomes a much easier sell once you have those kind of systems in place. And I think that's why, like in UN documentation about the SDGs, without digital ID, so many of them just don't work, right? The digital ID stuff in the SDGs is built within SDG 16, which is intimately tied up. I mean, Interpol is the implementing partner for SDG 16. It's about building strong institutions and like ensuring peace. But if you look at the nuts and bolts of it, as Ian Davis and I have done in our work on the SDG, specifically SDG 16, it's about completely controlling speech online, complete blanket censorship of dissent is a key part of manufacturing peace here. No one's disagreeing online anymore, so I guess we've solved the hate speech problem. Oh no, well, you just like censored the crud out of like people talking. that's not exactly the same. Or giving like Interpol all this power to basically become a de facto like global police organization, which is what it's been angling to be for a very long time, quite frankly. But you have like, people like, like I mentioned earlier, the idea of this biometric entry exit thing, that's the SDGs and that's Interpol. It's tied up with the digital ID stuff and the financial inclusion agenda of the UN. But all of this stuff is very bad when you look at what it's building toward. And if we have that kind of system where like peace through mass surveillance.
According to Whitney, not only are all these plans, digital IDs, carbon credit system, and real-world assets tokenization connected, but the plans for them were laid long before the problems requesting this particular set of solutions came into play. She warns that Fink and his billionaire buddies will be particularly interested in landforms that hold a rich deposit of natural resources, especially metals like gold, silver, and copper. Even if such areas are protected for the purpose of conservation, Fink and his cohorts will find a way to destroy them with the promise of offsetting the damage by planting a tree elsewhere. Very cold comfort for a planet they swear will be completely destroyed by 2050 if we don't give up our farms, vehicles, and plastic straws. In their piece, Whitney and Mark reference a 2020
and plastic straws that come in a plastic wrapper. So, I mean, paper straws that come in a plastic wrapper, right?
Not here, they're not. They're in a paper wrapper. But I work in a dollar store, and we're still selling plastic utensils and plastic straws. Right. We're selling all kinds of other straws.
It's
metal.
crazy. It's all recycled.
That's what we get told. But then when you look at the garbage around the whole world, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, right?
For that recycled straw that you're drinking out of, what do you think that you're really?
But okay, really, technically, is that straw getting recycled, or is everybody mostly putting it in the garbage?
No, what I'm saying is the straw is 100% made out of recycled material. So what exactly was it that was being recycled to make that straw? You know what I'm saying? Where has it been? Or
Are you talking about the plastic or the paper?
All of it, anything.
Oh, well, yeah, sure enough.
Oh yeah, they give you a paper straw and then your drink is in a plastic cup.
Have you seen what they've been doing with what they're doing with all the garbage and how they're reusing it? It's pretty wild. I did not know this was going on. It's been going on for minimum 3 years now. These certain, I don't know what you want to call these giant machines with some kind of barricade around big openings of large rivers where large pollution comes out of. They've made numerous ones around the world, shut stuff off. Jamaica, oh, that's brutal. Jamaica's so brutal for the garbage. I tell you not, we went on a tour when we were there up in the mountains to where the tour was. That garbage. Oh my God. It was disgusting. I could not believe the amount of garbage along the sides of the road going up. Wow. Just baffling.
That is amazing. And then, I don't know. To me, it's like the government creates the problem and has the solution. So it's like, just don't do that.
I read something about, sorry, Craig. Go ahead.
I might get backlash for this. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think that we the people should overthrow the government and restart this whole shit show.
Yes, sir. That's why Creek's got my vote.
I really and truly do. Yep. I think we the people need to come back and be a thing, and then we the people reset all laws and regulations, and some of them should stay in place, especially the first 10 amendments. I don't know, man.
I can't speak well on the amendments, but the Constitution is the Constitution. We should have a constitutional government.
Correct. Correct.
Don't change any amendments. Don't add to it. Don't take away from it. Leave it alone and adhere to it.
Well, the whole
That's
thing,
just my
the
thoughts.
whole thing with the amendments is that they shall not be infringed upon, and
Yeah.
that's not how it's working.
No,
We should
and
go
I,
back
I,
to
I,
it. Yeah.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Go ahead, Steve.
No, go ahead. I was saying we should just go back to the original Constitution before they started changing everything.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. People talk about Kamala coming in and she wants to get rid of guns. People talk about Trump coming in. I don't see him wanting to get rid of guns. I haven't heard him say that. Maybe I missed something.
And I completely agree with Snooks there. I don't see him wanting to get rid of guns either, being that he just got shot in the fucking ear, and he's like, he comes up and he's like, fight, he's ready to rock. So,
But did he?
Sorry.
Did he really get shot in the ear?
I was just
Yes.
saying, catch up.
No, I'm going to say he got shot. I saw too many videos, too many angles, and I'm going to say he got shot.
Yeah, I myself, I'm kind of in between because when I watch the video, I just find people's reactions really weird. But I'm not gonna make a judgment call. It's not my place. Who knows what we're being told and whatever.
So the day after it happened or whatever, I was off. Well, I was at work that day, but the boss man was off. He come back to work, and the next day that I went to work, I asked him about it, and I was like, "You think it's a setup or what?" And he had spoke to a friend of his, and his friend's opinion, was that Trump had set it up, but the guy wasn't supposed to hit Trump and messed up and hit him. I don't know. But I pretty much he was saying to me that it seemed like it was a setup to for the Republican Party to get more votes. But I don't see how that would have been the case if the person was supposed to miss. I don't know.
Well, what it boils down to is we'll never know. We'll just never know.
Yeah.
Do I believe that
Yeah.
he got shot? I absolutely do.
Yeah,
But we will
exactly.
never know
I have a
any
tiny
more than
little
we know
thing
right
to.
now.
Well, I can say because I do know a little bit about pew pews. If he got shot with a AK-47 or any high caliber rifle like that, whenever we're getting into the bigger pew pews, it would have it'd have blown half of his freaking ear off. You know what I'm saying? So, and anybody that knows pew pews like I know pew pews knows what I'm talking about. It wouldn't have just pierced it the way that it did. He probably wouldn't have the top half of his freaking ear anymore.
My question
Go
is
ahead.
if someone supposedly was shot and killed behind him, how come you don't see really any huge reaction to that? You know what I mean? If you look, everybody's focused on Trump and everything, but you would think somebody would have noticed somebody else being shot at the same time. I
I
find that
did
a
see
little odd.
one video. I did see one video that showed that, and they were just like, they're like, over here.
Oh,
He
yeah?
was shot, and then one dude was like, and he was trying to be like, but he's like in the
Okay.
head, and but
Yeah,
there
because
was just that
that's where I'm just like,
one.
I don't know. I mean, everybody else probably dug a lot more than me, kind of thing. I looked at a few things. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't put judgment on that. I'm not gonna. Who knows?
I think Trump's ear just got grazed. I don't think it got like, high impact or anything. It was grazed, or else he definitely would have lost the top of it.
Is it possible it might have been like a BB type of gun?
No, I don't think so.
Now, see, I agree with Van here. Van says was a 22 most likely if it even happened at all. Yes. Now I could see with a small wound going through the ear or grazed or whatever. Yes.
Well, and some are saying it hit the teleprompter and a piece of glass.
Yeah, that
But
wasn't it.
but
In my
I
opinion, that was not it, because my first thought was that he got hit from the gun, not from the gunshots, but he got hurt being pushed down by the Secret Service so hard. That was my very first thought.
That was mine too, that somehow something nicked his ear or whatever.
Yeah, when he got pushed down hard. But I do believe that his ear got grazed. As far as the man getting shot and killed, I don't even know how far back he was, and I did see some suspicious activity behind Trump as far as this woman just sat there videotaping him or videoing him. And I think it turned out she's connected to the government or something. But I mean, there's just so much out there.
Oh, good
let's see
point.
the rest of let's see the
20
rest of it.
Bloomberg article that exposed how
Go ahead.
No.
companies like BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Disney were offsetting their carbon footprints
Oh no,
by
Gigi,
spending
put
a
that
lot of
back.
money to save forests.
Gigi, put that one back that you had backstage. I was gonna play that next.
Sorry.
I was gonna play that next.
That were not in any danger to begin with. According to the Bloomberg article, JP Morgan paid almost $1 million to preserve forest land in eastern Pennsylvania. Disney spent hundreds of thousands to keep the city of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, from aggressively harvesting a forest that surrounds its reservoirs. And BlackRock paid thousands to City of Albany to refrain from cutting trees around its reservoirs. Only, in all of these cases, the land was never threatened. The trees were already part of well-preserved forests. So, if tokenized incorporated becomes a reality, how do we trust these people to do anything to save the planet, not just damage everything to line their pockets?
These are efforts. I think what we're going to see from this particular network is unprecedented efforts to create new markets where markets have not existed before.
Mhm.
So a lot of this is being done through the real world asset tokenization frenzy, and the push to move into natural capital, which I know we've talked about for actually a couple years now, and the idea of like securitizing natural resources or the global commons, the world's oceans, rivers, lakes, streams, and all of that. The guy that invented carbon markets really, Richard Sander, who's like an ex-Drexel Burnham Lambert guy, and created, helped create derivatives and stuff. He wants to create, a private market, sort of like the carbon market, but for clean air and water. So get ready for your de facto air tax, guys. These are people making money and they want to make markets. And the way this crowd makes markets, I always go back to this Larry Fink quote where he says markets like totalitarian governments. Totalitarian governments can pose markets no one wants on the population. This is what happened. This is the China model, This is why people like Larry Fink love it over there.
Mhm.
The federal government comes in to help out the markets. It's like centralized control for the purpose of creating controlled markets. And if this was a free market play, people would be like, no, I don't want to, why do we need this stuff? There's no need for it. And they can try and manufacture consent through the need, through climate change, fear mongering and whatever. But at the end of the day, it hasn't worked. So how do they get it? Well, they have to have governments impose it on people.
Mhm.
And when you have a complete surveillance panopticon, it's much easier to impose that on people than it otherwise would be. And they have all these markets lined up to impose on us. A lot of it involves, the complete destruction of the natural world, really, and just complete financial madness. I think there's a lot of setups here for this particular system that they've wanted to have in place. If you look at the history of it for many decades, and that it's essentially been building up here, but they need people's consent to do it, right? Because if everyone is in an uproar about it, they don't do it. Unfortunately, I don't know how many people I can necessarily convince about this stuff, but I'm going to keep trying to do my best about it, I guess. But I think a lot of people are being had right now. And I think if you look at the same, at the funders of all of this, it's quite clear the type of world that they've been trying to build. In the case of Biden, the person that's been his tech czar has been former Google CEO Eric Schmidt, who's on the steering committee of the globalist closed-door conference known as Bilderberg with Peter Thiel. They're actually, Newsweek named Thiel and Schmidt the most influential members at Bilderberg on the steering committee, and basically, argued in a 2019 article that Bilderberg factions were divided along their two lines. They agree on a lot more than they don't agree, and they agree on a lot of the stuff discussed at Bilderberg, which ultimately advances this whole global tyranny agenda that a lot of people got wise to during COVID and have seemingly forgotten again. But they back both parties. It's a unit.
Isn't that crazy though? What she just said, how a lot of people got wise to from COVID. I mean, think about it. Everyone in chat, everyone on panel, just from COVID, how many eyes did that open? The cat. Aloha, brother. I'm doing good, brother. How are you? Glad to see you.
What up,
A lot,
cat?
Steve. A lot.
What's that?
It opened up a lot for me, man, just for the simple fact that I never wore a mask. I have worn a mask, you know what I'm saying? Because it was required in the freaking hospital with my diabetic shit. But man, I can tell you that I've with the jab and all this crazy ass bull, I think it was all freaking fake. I still think that it's fake. There's still people supposedly getting it. And it's nothing like it was during the outbreak. It's not and
it's just a common cold, right?
Right. So
Biden just got over it.
Supposedly.
And he's supposedly. And he's had multiple boosters. I wore the mask to stores that I went to because I respected the employees and the positions they were put in. And I didn't have to go to those stores if I didn't want to wear it, but I chose to wear it to go to those stores. I didn't wear it in the car when I was driving like some people.
Agreed.
That's
agreed.
Thank God you're
what's
protected in
crazy?
your car.
Is they still do it out here. I see it every day. Every day I see it.
That is insane.
I've had a couple people, older people, coming in with a mask and whatever. It's like, really?
Yeah, at
But-
my grocery store too, I will see some of the elderly come in with masks.
Yeah.
Some I see in that I know are having cancer treatments, and so for them it's an immune system
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. When you're old,
And-
your immune is crap, and I don't.
And I can understand that.
Yep.
Well,
Exactly.
what's crazy? I'll say it like this. What's crazy is all right. So for type 1 diabetics and other people with immune issues or whatever, they are more than likely and more susceptible than a lot of other people to catch a cold or these viruses quicker than others. So long story short, the mask thing started at the store where me and Danny work at, and I was against it, and I told him, if I got to wear a mask, then I'm not coming. Fire me if you want. It is what it is. Danny was pretty much forced to wear the mask, and she didn't have the same outlook on it as I did. Danny got COVID, and I didn't. We went to go get tested at at the health department from the military and stuff. And mind you, this me and Danny, we do the whole kissing thing, all this and that, swapping fluids. If you get what I'm getting at, just being crazy. But it was wild. So we got tested at the same time. Her test came back positive, and mine came back negative. How does that work? That makes absolutely zero sense.
Yeah, I mean, because same thing. As far as I know, I've never had it, but Nina did, and we sleep in the same bed, and we still It did, like you said, it
You
didn't
still,
stop us from exchanging.
you didn't say it quite like Creek did.
It
Thank you.
didn't stop us from. Yeah,
Thank you very much for not saying it like Creek did.
we still interlinked. You know. But,
I like that. Interlinked.
and I still never got it. But I did feel bad for her because for the first day and a half, oh man, she was miserable. So but then I always thought too, it's just the flu. It's just another version of the flu. So it's like, like who hasn't had the flu?
I haven't. It's been I've been so healthy for almost 5 years. Never got the jab. I have not been sick with anything for 5 years. And I'm
No,
not
I've
one who
never
goes
got
out
the
in
jab
public.
either.
I don't go out and use hand sanitizer all the time.
Pure
Like
blood.
every time I touch something in a store, I'm not going to use hand sanitizer. I haven't had a
No,
cold.
to
I've
me
had nothing.
that makes you more susceptible to get sick because you're constantly cleaning. It's like you have to build your immune system. You gotta, I don't know. I mean, I don't get sick that often at all. Like maybe once every other year. And I'm a plumber. I'm playing in shit. I'm dirty as hell when I'm at work. So
That's
build
why you
your
don't get
immune
sick.
system. Don't rely on big pharma.
I was gonna say I didn't get sick for years either until COVID hit, and I'm pretty sure, at least I felt like it anyways, that I had gotten it in the November before they announced it. Not sure, can't prove it, but hubby and I unfortunately had to have the stupid thing, the jab, and I've had COVID twice. Just I feel lucky because I'd seen not as bad as what everybody else went through. So maybe the thing worked. I don't know. But, that's my friend of mine has it right now. But from what I hear, anybody that gets it, it's just they got to get through it. But I still think there's big repercussions of what that virus has done to everybody. Whether even you got fully sick or not, I'm pretty sure everybody's got some kind of something out of it running around in us. I don't think anything 100% kept it away from everybody. You know what I mean? Snooks, you're so lucky. Man, I was like,
Yeah,
I was
no, I
great. I
haven't.
was sick for forever. And that game's like, really?
No.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
I don't. I used to get bronchitis every October, but and I don't go out a whole lot, but I'm around people, grocery stores, other places, and this is the healthiest I've ever been. Are we still on?
And
Oh.
yeah. Why is it so quiet?
Okay.
But no, I just want to say aloha to beautiful unspecified V. Always good to see you. But let's check this out real quick. I've been excited about this. All right, this is all you, Gigi. You're in control.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. Sorry. Where is it? Nope, wrong one. The other one.
I bet it probably happened. So from the time you jumped to the time he pulled the chute, what it felt like 2 seconds.
Sorry, what was that?
From the time you jumped out of the plane until the time he pulled the chute, did it feel like maybe 2 seconds at the most? Did it just go by like so fast, or did it feel like 5 minutes? You know what I mean?
I want to say it felt like this, say 50. It didn't feel like it was right away. But it did feel, fast. Because, I was doing all the, once my arms got out, when I realized, like, oh, yeah, right, I was supposed to put my arms out. I was doing all those things and messing around or whatever. And that did take quite a bit of time before all of a sudden he just went, pulled the chute, and up we went.
See, I give you credit because I'd probably pass out.
I gotta turn the music thing off. There we go.
Yeah, I'd probably pass out. That's why I'm afraid to jump.
Yeah, like look at my neck and everything. It's just like the wind is like, oh my god, it looks so funky. Oh, and by the way, that is a girl taking all the shots. The one in front of us. So yeah, so I just kind of went, oh yeah, I'm Superman or Superwoman. It was just like, yeah, I just want to keep doing this. Yeah. Oh darn, there's a shoot. Whoop, up we go.
Look at that view too. That view is awesome.
Oh yeah, it was. Okay, wait a minute. Do I have the other one up there? Nope. Hang on, I got one more. I thought, what the hell? I'll put that up there too.
Does the chute pull you up real fast, or is it kind of a gentle?
It sort of fast because when it does over, it is a good kind of yank, but it's not that far of a yank kind of thing. It's a bit of a little rush. But yeah, as soon as you kind of do that rush, it's like, okay, now it's floating down time and enjoying all this. All right, so this is the. Oh, wait a minute, what's down there? How did I do that? That's no.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say the one you've got is us.
Yeah, how did I do that? That was weird. Oops. Oh, right, because I did. Yeah, right. I did that a little too fast. All right.
Oh, my screen just went black. Why does this always happen when I'm live?
Oh no, it froze and
Oh yeah, he's frozen.
Kind of creepy. You
I was
look
gonna say, at least he got froze with a smile on his face. Could be worse.
no, but it's like it's a very strange smile.
How many jokes can we come up with now?
I
How many
At least you
emojis
look
of a
good,
rose in
Steve.
his mouth? What?
Creek, you okay now?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just got done throwing up.
Oh.
He swallowed his dip.
No, I had to make myself throw up to get it out. Otherwise, I'd have been very, very sick later on.
Oh well, I'm sorry that you swallowed it. I'm not happy about it.
Andy, it was round. Sorry.
All right. Hey, Creek, you got this for a sec? I'm going to drop down and come back up. I don't know why mine does that, but I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What does this button do? And no, I'm just kidding.
Eject you from your desk chair. Don't press it.
It depends. What color is it?
Eject Ocito, cuz.
Men don't have those colored buttons. Gigi, don't get me talking naughty.
Oh,
always do
I don't
this.
start it. I join in.
I
No,
still
you
feel so
started.
bad about that.
What, swallowing the dip?
No.
But
Steve was doing a live one night, man, and I told everybody bye, and I was about to leave, but I think that I was on my phone or something. I forgot what it was, and man, I hit the end stream button instead of the leave stream button.
Oh,
you're very talented, aren't you, Creek?
it's in the
I felt
beginning.
so bad, I should have been used to this by now, but
It's
Wait a
in the
minute.
very beginning of my intro. At the very beginning, and you see Creek going, no, that, and then it ended. So that's
as I was
why it
clicking
was so short.
as I clicked it, I was like, "Oh no, that's the," it clicked in my mind. I was like, "That's the wrong button," and I was like, "No," and it ended it.
But you're also the one that fell asleep on a live and snored, is what I'm told.
Hey, well, it
Creek
gets
is
worse.
very amusing.
It gets better and
It gets
better.
worse.
Well, those were the days, eh, Creek?
And worse, I guess.
No, I think he's probably still doing it. He just blacks himself out and we don't realize it.
Dude, you can see in my eyes where they've been watering for me. I just got done throwing the fuck up, like literally. That was terrible.
Dude, that's crazy. I know how you feel. That sucks. That really sucks.
That was absolutely terrible.
Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, poor guy. I feel for you.
yeah. That's what you get, damn it. That's what you get.
That's right. That's right.
I laugh at you,
Yeah.
but I feel sorry for you. Okay. I'm not laughing because you swallowed the dip. I'm laughing at other things that you've done.
Oh, yeah. Join the wait list.
Yeah, evidently you got quite a reputation.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
haven't been
no,
in your
yeah.
circle. you're on too late and I can't come in your streams, or you're
Yeah.
on a night that I'm doing something, and I miss your streams.
Yep. I'm the same way.
Mr. B.
Yep.
Oh yes, indeed. I like my reputation, man. I love it. I love it.
That's because you're young and cute. We all put up with you.
We didn't say it was a bad reputation.
I'm here to
I'm just
stay.
saying
I'm
you're
teasing.
infamous. You're infamous. I'm
Yeah.
infamous. We should
'Cause he
all be
plays great.
infamous.
He plays great tunes and he sings well.
Oh, you sang on Indies the other night? Oh my God. I don't know what you've
Man.
done, but it was like epic.
Which one did you do?
It was the river. The river by
You
Coffee
sang
Brook.
so good. You sang better than I've ever heard you. You put so much into it. You did
And
great.
I've had multiple people tell me that, and I'm upset that this Indies last live for till whenever she.
About a month. About a month.
Yeah, so I wasn't gonna miss out on it. I wasn't.
Oh no, no. You did really good though. I was really
And
proud
not
of
only
you.
that, not only me, man. She had so many people up there that was freaking awesome.
It was. It was
Very
great.
good vibe.
Well, everybody loves Indy. I mean, we all love Indy. She's the heart of the community.
So I wanted to ask you, Steve, with everything yesterday, how did all that go? When are you gonna be posting all that?
It went great. I'd like to post it by the end of this coming week, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that because we did like 5 or 6 different devices. Like I got these 2 that we recorded from. I got my phone, my other phone. I got my like camcord, bigger camera, and then plus one of Nina's phones. And I still haven't uploaded all the footage or whatever yet.
So you got to upload it from each one and then tie them all together.
Yeah, I got to upload all of them, and I think there's a total of like 15 or 16 hours if you add it all up. And then I got to go through everything and take parts out that I might use, and then break that down to like 2 hours, and then I got to go through and really go through it and break that down to an hour to 45 minutes to a half hour to, anywhere from 20 minutes to 40 minutes. And then I get to edit it after I get it down to 20 to 40 minutes. And yeah, it's a lot of work, but
Why are you going to make it that short?
well, 20 to 40 minutes is about right. Average.
Okay.
No more than an hour, but
Yeah,
just,
no, I'm sure you know.
and I still got to go back and see what I have. I haven't watched any of it yet, so I don't even know. I mean, shit, it all might have turned out horrible, and I might only get a 6-minute video out of it. I don't know.
And
which would
not only that, but it's hard for somebody to like a lot of people don't even watch TV anymore. They're strictly on YouTube. It's hard for somebody to watch 40-minute to an hour or 2 hour like with my lives. I don't see anybody going and to watch my 3 hour live, or you know what I'm saying. So it works out better if it's 20 to 40 minutes or whatever, where they have time to sit and watch. Nobody's going to sit down and go back and watch 3 hours worth of us just cutting up.
Right. Yeah, it's not common for anyone to really go back and rewatch live streams. Although I do, like if I just missed it, I'll go back and rewatch live streams. But like if someone just did a live stream today, and then in a month from now, I'm not going to go back and watch that live stream.
I went back and watched myself sing 50 times. No, actually, I did tell Indy and another friend that I'd sang, and they went and watched it. And Indy was very sweet with what she thought, how I did, and my other friend was very sweet. And the main thing was I was just effing nervous.
No, you did great. It was.
No, I didn't do great, sweetie, and you're being very kind.
Hey, no. If I thought it was bad, I'd have booted you down right then and there and be like, nah,
Oh my God. That is so bad. Get out of here. I'm going to throw up again, you know?
Yeah, I think you did good. You did
Thanks.
good. And who else?
Gigi did do good.
Somebody else.
Yes, Cheryl does, and we love you for that, Cheryl. Cheryl is like so supportive.
But it was
real quick for Miss Minders. I'm sorry, I seen your comment a little bit ago, and then I forgot. But yep, Ronnie's not feeling well. He says he hasn't done anything since last Sunday, as far as YouTube. So, but he's just not feeling well. So it's definitely sending prayers for Ronnie.
For Ronnie, guys.
But real quick though, I want to get to Gigi's got another video, but first I want to, because we were just talking a little bit ago about the ear. Okay, look. Okay, it hit me in the ear. Okay, I told him it was gonna hit me in the ear. What happened? Hit me in the ear. I told him. But
believers.
Sorry, Miss
true
Minders, I know you
believers
hate
in
this
a
guy.
religion or a religious leader or in politics or in a political leader. They don't have any use for, they don't have any need for knowledge. They don't need rationality. All they need is to believe. And that belief is enough. And before we talk about, this is Benny Johnson. He's very popular
Virginia
in
Roots.
the right side of the left versus right paradigm lie. But before we delve into Benny's topic of discussion, which is Trump's miraculously healed ear, let's talk about this new Trump ad that supposedly has a whole bunch of people melting down. Trump for
What? No way he could live that long. I'm just kidding.
Eva. All right, let's get into Benny Johnson. Let's get into the ear. The ear, the golden Trump's ear. We're going to talk about this because this is fascinating. And if what I'm thinking is happening is what has happened, like WWE style, well, I just wouldn't put it past political parasites of any persuasion to lie. Let's just put it that way. Let's listen to Benny Johnson here.
Trump doctor releases update on his recovery as ex-president appears without a bandage for the first time. Netanyahu meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the president met Bibi Netanyahu of Israel, Prime Minister of Israel, and he appeared without a bandage for the first time at Mar-a-Lago after the assassination attempt. Bullet ripped through his ear.
All right, so this is confirmed. I uploaded this picture right here yesterday on X, and people were going, yeah, but when was the picture taken? Well, the picture was taken after what some call a war criminal, Netanyahu, gave his speech to Congress, where, remember, for 22 minutes of the 57-minute speech, they stood in applause for this guy. Pretty much shows you who runs the show over there. But I dropped this picture right here, and people objected because they're like, that's not after the event. That's not after the attempted assassination. Yes, it is. This is after Bibi Netanyahu's speech, which happened 13 days after the shooting.
Shocking new image show the 45th president's right ear seemed to have made a remarkably quick recovery in 2 weeks since a gunman opened fire on him, the would-be assassin. Fired 8 rounds from his AR-15 rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. One ripped through the president's ear. Have just, of course, of that happening. You can see the bullet right there.
Of course it happened. We have a picture. Of course it happened. We have blood. It's like when you tell your child a bedtime story, no matter how fantastical it is, the kid just believes because the parent said it. And hey, it's in the book. Hey, we got to picture the bullet. Hey, there was blood all over the place, so it must be true. There's no other alternative. It's like they want you inside this groove of thinking and they don't want you out. It's like, yeah, you're telling me that is a picture of the bullet in flight going 2,500 feet per second. And you're telling me that Trump's doctor is saying, oh, no, this is legit. And you're telling me that blood and everything we see in the photograph, that's really what you're seeing is what you're getting. But you can't say, well, what if it's not any one of those three?
And you know what else? Johnny 50, the channel Johnny 50, he made a really good point on that too, because Johnny 50 is a photographer for, I think he said, since like 1990 something. So as a photographer, he was like the guy that took this picture. You can't see my cursor on there, huh? But anyway, the guy that took this picture, he would have to have it in the highest setting or whatever. I'm not a photographer. I don't know the lingo, but the highest setting. And it's like, why would anybody have it set to that setting just for some, just because he's on talking? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, you'd have to go watch Johnny 50's video on it, that he breaks a lot of the stuff down, but.
And also, not only that, so whoever got that picture is still backwards. It's backwards. So you got shot in the right ear, not the left.
Well, that's another thing Johnny 50 brought up, because like that picture, it doesn't say, you can't tell if that's behind on the other side of Trump or in front of him. Or shoot, to me, it looks like a freaking plane way up in the sky or crop dusting or something,
Sorry, I
Or
kind of missed this while I was
the left side of him.
That's a chemtrail.
It's plain exhaustion going in.
Yeah.
It's chemtrail.
Because it's petered off. There's only a little section going, so
yeah.
I don't know.
It's
yeah. I'm just kind of going. What's the big? What did I miss while I was gone? What's the big thing about this line behind him?
Also, that's.
They say that he was going to turn around and extort it.
Oh, okay. He had a lot of blood on his ear. That's not even the right ear. And of course, I guess maybe it is if you're looking at it from this viewpoint.
No, that's the wrong ear. He was hitting the left ear, not the right ear. Oh, wait a minute. No, he was hitting the right ear. Sorry.
He was hitting the right ear.
Yeah, he was in the right ear. Sorry.
Yeah.
He was allegedly.
Well, okay.
Allegedly.
I like what Topspin said. It's actually a UFO. Even aliens go to Trump rallies.
I was going to say, well, they could be hanging out, but they certainly ain't going to make lines in the sky. Sorry. I'm all for, I totally believe, and I'm not going to go there. I'm going to just shut up now.
No, you can have your own opinion, Gigi. We all have our opinions. I feel very strongly that he was hit. I watched it so many times. And
I wasn't even talking about him, whatever. I was talking about the UFO thing, whatever. I just made a crack and I'm like, thing. Yeah, I'm into all that and everything because I've had my own experiences. I know what's out there.
Yeah.
Or around us all the time anyways.
The whole reason I love doing this is because, like I always say, at the end of the day, we all have a lot more in common than we don't. But everyone always has things that aren't in common. So even though we may disagree, we still have so much more in common. So there's, so, and I'm not trying to tell anyone, just like with the whole flat round, I never said if I think it's flat or round, because to me, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, but I always bring it up because it's fun to talk about. I'm not saying Trump did get shot or didn't get shot. I'm just putting it out there what people are saying and to keep an open mind and make up your own mind on what you think, So if you do have a different opinion, I love to hear it.
Yeah, well, you know my opinion. Also, look at the hair under the hat. I don't understand that. Why is it dark and then white? I just don't understand this picture at all.
I never noticed that. Yeah, what is up
I
with
I
didn't
that?
mean, he's
either.
got blonde hair, and I don't even know that it's that long. This is a Photoshop picture.
Yeah, he's got the his hair going, the comb over his ear.
No, it's not over his ear. It's in the back behind his cap, and it's dark brown, almost
No, that's
black.
the dark part. But if you look at the top of his ear, it's like he has hair
I don't
covering his
see hair.
ear.
It looks like his ear was wounded and it's not bleeding. That's what I'm seeing.
What's crazy is that it didn't take long at all for this picture to come out. So that's what makes me think
Right.
about it.
This
People
picture has
have
been
to
doctored. You can look at it.
you have to realize people thrive on all this all over YouTube. People
That's true.
immediately as something comes out, they pick it apart, they alter it and change it. They want views and likes and this and that and have fun with this whole thing. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't discern the truth from the fake, whatever, that's the whole problem with everybody. I see
That's
so
true.
many people believing something, and I'm sitting there going, okay, well, wait a minute, aren't you saying this and this and this? And they will come up with every reason to get. Nope, you can't tell them. They're, and you know what? You have to realize that's that purpose. That's that person's road to go in life. We can give people advice, but you can't make people go where maybe they're not supposed to go in the first place. We all have a different path to learn.
If I ever decide to hire a private investigator, I'm gonna find me one off of YouTube. Think I'll do pretty good.
Wildlife, you are 1000% correct. That is so true. Most people don't really want the truth. They just want constant reassurance that whatever they believe in is the truth. That is, wow. And that kind of goes along with what my dad has always told me that I never understood up until a couple years ago. But he always said people are going to believe what they want to believe. So they listen to things that reassure their belief, right?
Yep.
Like, and it's so true. And that's why talk about believe nothing, question everything. I don't know if it's like a blessing or a curse, but in the last year or so since I started like being more open-minded, I don't believe shit because it's like, yeah, but then what if they're just doing, what if it's this, what, and I don't believe shit anymore because everybody's lying. You're lying. Creek's lying. Snooks is lying. Chi-Chi's lying.
Yep. I hear you. I went through the same thing. I went through all the rabbit holes, and in the last year or so, I've gone about everything in a whole different viewpoint, digging for information in other ways, forms, whatever. And unfortunately, some of the stuff I'm going, God damn it, I have to. It's fucking true, damn it. But some of it's like, okay, well, that's a little. But I've learned to pick through the lies and the truth and whatever. And at the same time, we all have to stop digging so much into all of this because it's taking up so much time of your life every day when you should be doing other things. If everyone wants to think that the higher beings above and whatever else want this is the way you want to live your life and be sucked onto the internet and whatever and just using every moment to be frustrated and angry and there's only moderation is the key. And we have to start putting out more loving things out there. I've said for, oh my God, probably 20, 30 years, why isn't there a good news channel on TV? Why is everything on TV a crappy news channel? Everything's always about negative stuff, negative. Why can't they put something good out there?
Everything on the news is bad. I don't see much on the news that is positive.
Yeah. For decades now, we've been sucking up negative, negative, negative. Don't watch TV anymore because everything that is on TV is all shoot 'em up, gang 'em up, blah. Nothing's fun and happy or anything anymore. Like the best time of TV was 70s.
I believe Steve said it best just the other day when he was saying, you get all this negative shit you know, and you keep focusing on negative, 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 and you know, you're gonna have negative results. You're gonna be a negative person. Whenever you go to, you know, whenever you dive into, you know, leave all the negative BS and everything alone, and get into the positive vibes and everything. You tend to give out more positive vibes because you're not looking into all the negativity and shit.
Yeah. I mean,
When you're
technology is
constantly
great.
thinking about negative, you're going to attract
Negative.
negative.
You
If
got
you're
it.
continuously positive, you're going to attract positive. So
Is it depression one of the all-time highs or something? Well, hello. Why?
I do agree that we can get immersed in all this too much and we need to step away. But I also believe that sometimes what you see is exactly the way you see it, and there doesn't have to be a bunch of stuff made up about it.
Yep.
Something
Amen.
is just it's just there, it happened, and that's the way it happened, and it doesn't have to be dug into.
Right. It's like I've seen it with my own two eyes, you know.
I seen it with my own two eyes.
Yeah. Well, kind of like that.
All right, let's see, because I know a few people are asking too, so let's see where this goes.
What if we got some further questions about this? Because wait till you see it.
Blazing through the air and ripping through the side of President Trump's face.
Yeah, that's what it is. It is the bullet blazing through the air, and we're not going to question it.
Of course, we've all seen the images of Donald Trump, blood streaming down his face. But here, ladies and gentlemen, you can see Donald Trump's ear. Now, Donald Trump has his, as he would say it, legendary comb over. So his comb over sort of covers the top part of his ear, maybe on purpose. We don't know. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is what President Trump's ear looked like at the rally, or, you know, when Donald Trump was being taken off stage. There's a very clear shot of the blood streaming down the side of his face.
Yeah, let me just say, it's a very clear shot of blood streaming down his face. But look at the ear. Look at the actual ear past the blood.
The blood here on his face, not from cuts, but from Donald Trump being throwing himself to the ground and then the Secret Service covering him and the blood dripping down his face. The vasculature of President Trump's ear, the ears are very, very viscous, and it has a lot of blood flow, and so the blood was gushing through the ear. My earpiece is gushing out of my ear. But this is what President Trump's ear looks like. Very tight close up here, and it looks really remarkably recovered. This is crazy.
Remarkable, crazy, miraculous, even. Wow. No swelling.
Dude, look at that. Okay, so so Donald Trump appeared with a much smaller bandage than the larger white bandage that he had at the arm.
I'm wondering what this is all about. What this? Look at his face.
Okay, so
okay. I wonder if reality is sinking in with this guy. Now, this guy's been to Mar-a-Lago. He's met with Trump multiple times. I don't know if maybe he's played golf with Trump. He did a video on Mar-a-Lago while he was up there. So he is completely in the tank. So I wonder
Steve, I got a question if you can hold that one for a second.
Yep.
Is it me, or does his ear not look a little funny to the where it's joined at the bottom and the lumpy thing in the middle and what's above it? It don't look right.
Yeah,
Was
right
this
here.
has he had a facelift where it got skin pulled back? Or I'm like, that doesn't look right to me, that whole thing.
I didn't even notice that. I'm glad you said that because, yeah, it does, right there. It's like,
Yep. Plus, it goes all the way down. It's like it's not even attached to the bottom. It's like a fold in the ear if you keep going all the way down with it.
holy shit. Now I'm creeped out by this picture.
It's almost like, okay, so you got a tumor there. Sorry. It's like, I'm looking at it going, why does that look so weird to me? I was like, I don't know.
And I want to shout out Ajot. Aloha, Ajot. Good to see you. And Josh came in, and Brew W, and aloha, everyone. That's James, brother James. Aloha, brother. And Virginia Roots.
See,
Okay.
Topspin, I understand what you're saying too. And he's an elderly man. That's why I'm questioning this. I'm like, well, is this a normal thing, the way the skin is folding like this, or is this odd? I don't know.
Right.
That's why I'm questioning it. So sorry to interrupt.
Everybody, I'd like to take this moment to let each and every one of y'all know, man, take great care of your ears, because someday somebody might really be looking very closely at them. Just wanted to say that.
Right. You never know.
That we're seeing on his own video, him recording himself, he's struggling with this little cognitive dissonance going on. Well, they're telling me this, but my God, I've had mosquito bites that have you ever got bit by a mosquito on the leg or the back of the arm or whatever? And yeah, you might scratch it, but it's just a mosquito bite. It's not a bullet wound. It's a mosquito bite. You still have the signs of the mosquito bite a month and a half, sometimes even 2 months later.
I have to disagree with that because yes, in Michigan, true, but in Hawaii, you get a mosquito bite and it itches like crazy, and like 20 to 30 minutes later, gone, like it never happened.
Man, I'm in Louisiana. I don't know what this dude is talking about, where a mosquito bite takes a month to go away. This dude's true.
Right. I mean, I remember in Michigan, like a week later, I would still see like a bump or a sign that I did have a mosquito bite there. But here, no, 20, 30 minutes, like it literally, like it never happened. It's crazy. It's weird. But yeah,
You
a
have
month
nice
later, 2 months later, hell no. Oh.
You have nice mosquitoes. They treat you well.
No, because they itch like hell, like a different kind of itch too. It's just, oh, it's so.
Oh.
I got attacked one day on my back. It was the worst because I couldn't. It was like, ah. But then it scares me because it's like, wait, why does it go away so quick? What the hell? What are these mosquitoes transmitting? You know.
Let alone getting shot in the leg or getting shot in the ear. Is it really going to recover this remarkably, like this guy's Wolverine and his skin just regenerates like that? Real, is that what we're being sold here? I want you to look at Benny Johnson's face as it looks like he's coming to grips with, wait a minute. I know what the news media is telling us. I know what Trump is saying, but my God, this picture was taken 13 days after, and it doesn't even look like anything happened.
Okay, so Donald Trump appeared with a much smaller bandage than the larger white bandage that he had at the RNC. But here you can see there's like, maybe he's like just covering it with like the top of his hair, right? So you can see the comb over here. You can't really see the whole ear, but you can see like the top. Anyway, ear looks good, man.
Yeah, but you could see the whole ear in the last video. Look, you can see the whole thing. Look, miraculous. Yeah, it does look good. It looks strangely good.
But you can see like the top. Anyway, ear looks good, man. Ear looks good. Ear looks solid. Maybe there's like a bruise or some type of like skin missing underneath that. Here's President Trump with Bibi and his wife. All happiness. And here, of course, is Donald Trump raising his fist in the iconic photograph that should be turned into a national monument. This was what President Trump looked like at.
And he's not just saying that. He really believes that. Trump is his hero. He loves Trump. Can't say enough good things about him. This man is involved in the left versus right paradigm cult.
The RNC convention, which of course created quite the fashion trend among convention goers. We didn't get to cover this enough, but yeah, lots of people with their little Donald Trump ear patch.
Yeah, just like a bunch of little bitty kids in first grade.
The shooting was 13 days ago, but President Trump seems to have miraculously recovered, in spite of the fact that the FBI, very, very angry about this. The FBI is saying, you know what, we don't believe that you got shot at all. Christopher Wray this week saying that Donald Trump maybe wasn't shot in the ear, but it was just a piece of shrapnel.
As I said, I think with respect to former President Trump, there's some question about whether or not it's a bullet or shrapnel that hit his ear. So it's conceivable, although as I sit here right now, I don't know whether that bullet, in addition to, causing the grazing, could have also landed somewhere else. But I believe we've accounted for all of the shots in the cartridges. So let us get that.
It's my understanding that the very first one was the one that hit the president. Is that the very first shot, or is that not accurate?
I don't, as I sit here right now, I don't know the answer to that.
How do you not know the answer to that? This seems to be part of a coordinated scheme to get Donald Trump, the entire narrative flipped on President Trump.
The entire narrative flipped.
Donald Trump might not have been shot after all. Got it?
I don't see how anybody could look at those 13 days after the event pictures and not at least go, wow, it looks like a bullet didn't touch him. I'm not saying if it did or didn't. I'm just saying, hey, let's use a little bit of logic, a little bit of common sense right here.
This is easily provable. There are people who are in the front row at these rallies. This guy named Bricksuit, who's our friend, who goes to a lot of these rallies. Some people think it was a piece of the teleprompter that hit President Trump. If only there was someone standing in the front row that took the picture of the teleprompters showing they were undamaged. This is the picture of the teleprompters. Okay, so you're going to have to figure out how Donald Trump had blood gushing out of his ear and how that all happened. President's doctor saying that this was classified as a bullet wound to the right ear in the hospital and that he's been treating the president and that it is a bullet wound. The president's doctor name is Ronnie Jackson, and he went to Iraq and he knows bullet wounds. Ronnie Jackson really pissed off, actually, about.
We are going to read this. Look at this. Ronnie Jackson says, who Trump calls Ronnie Johnson, Christopher Wray was completely inappropriate and out of line to question if President Trump was hit by a bullet. All this rhetoric does is feed the fire of assassination deniers and idiots like Joy Reid, and I agree, she is an idiot, and Keith Olbermann, and I agree, he's an idiot too. But even a broken clock is right twice a day. I examined the bullet wound hours after he was shot. It was absolutely a bullet wound. So this is the testimony of Trump's doctor. It was absolutely a bullet wound, he says. Absolutely. With all the hallmark signs that accompany a wound from a high-powered rifle, not to mention we all saw it with our own eyes. So not only in my expert medical opinion was it absolutely a bullet wound, but there's multiple witnesses that saw it with our own eyes. And for God's sakes, you got the pictures with the blood. What else do you need?
See, real quick though, he says, and where is it at? It's because of idiotic and politically motivated statements like this. Now, isn't like even me myself right now, everything I've said politically today, isn't that an idiotic, politically motivated statement? You know what I'm saying? Like any statement made
I mean,
about politics.
anything that we say would be an idiotic and politically motivated statement whenever it comes to this whole ordeal.
Yeah, exactly. Because nobody, when it comes down to it, nobody really knows shit.
Right.
There's 500 to 600 theories or more swirling around about this, and we're just never going to know.
Right, and that's what I mean. Like,
we
really don't know shit. So
no, but I can feel, in my opinion, that he got shot. But can it ever be proven? No.
Well, let's flip flop this. The way that he said it, what he's doing right now is an idiotic and politically motivated statement. So right now he's being a hypocrite. He's doing the same thing. It seems like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going to throw something totally kind of left, so to speak, but at the same time has to do with it. If we're all becoming loving and whatever, and there are ways to get at the truth, if you want to go the route of spirituality and meditation and whatever, and psychics, if you're going to believe in that route, because the ones that I have followed had predicted the assassination. They are also now, from what they're saying, he was hit by glass, and it will eventually come out that he was not, in fact, hit by a bullet. It was a piece of glass from whatever hit the glass, and it exploded at the same time. I didn't want to say that in the beginning because I know everyone's going to go, yeah, whatever with your hoo-hoo, wow-wow, and whatever, but
it's crazy.
There are people that can...
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So I went back and watched the video of the shooting or whatever. You hear the first shot ring off. I believe it's like the second, maybe the third. I got a little buzz right now. I'm not 110% positive, but I believe it's like the second or third. The first shot goes off and he doesn't think anything of it. I think the second one goes off, and then he's like looking around. The third one goes off and he grabs his ear. And then Secret Service comes around him and drops him down. Okay. There's so many questions in there and things to look at.
Oops. Yeah, in another sense, you could also look at it from the viewpoint of this was something for Trump to go through for him to have a personal effect on his own.
Oh, look, he's got
what I mean?
He's got the
Not
video.
just something for us to look and see, but it's also something that he was meant to go through in his reaction and his emotions, whatever. Because I'm sure in the back of his mind, he's going, son of a bitch, I could have been dead just now. I'm not invincible.
Hey, Steve, can you replay that again with sound?
Oh, yeah, huh?
And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Shooters down. Are we good to move? I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
Let me get my shoes. Okay, I need my shoes.
And if you want to
Here's
really
the
see
first
something
one.
that's said, take a look at what happened.
It's kind of weird how you hear the.
Okay, I have another point. If the shots were supposed to be coming at him from the front, that looked like something coming at him from the side. He wasn't facing forward at the time. His head was turned.
I think they were coming from the back, weren't they?
They came from the side. As soon as he turned his head, if all right, so he's sitting there and he's like, yeah, whatever, and then he turns his head and was doing whatever,
Looking at the teleprompter.
and then gets probably who knows, but then gets hit, and the second shot. First, he's kind of like, I know that he heard the first shot, and then all of a sudden he grabs his ear.
On the second shot.
Right.
And
well, after that,
If it's like the first shot was like, all right, that's your sign. Acting mode. First shot. Oh, supposed to do this?
It seems like it was so perfectly planned. And I'm not trying to get anybody upset. I like
Fuck
Trump.
it, I am. Get upset.
I'm sorry that you're upset, buddy.
I wouldn't say it was planned. It was some individual, from what I'm seeing, just apparently he posted something online too, or whatever his intentions. I don't know if he actually did a drone thing or whatever. Who knows what knows, whatever. You know, there's numerous videos of people actually catching him walking in. You know, and we all know people were shouting out and whatever else. You know, the Secret Service were wrong place of whatever. Who the heck knows? But this person didn't look like he had any talents for, you know, shooting a firearm and being able to have good accuracy either. So
Well, he was 20. He was 20 years old.
yeah,
I
like,
think I think he
I
had
don't know.
mental issues and was manipulated by other people.
Yeah, something was going on. I think it was just one of those things. Something's going on in his brain, and people are just blowing the whole thing. You know, yeah, somebody got pissed off and actually wanted to attempt to do it. And there might be another one. Forewarned everybody. There might be another one.
No 20-year-old random Joe Blow with no firearm training has that capability of
getting on top of a roof and just taking it going pew pew.
Well,
Easy.
no sniper shooting. There's.
Is it possible? You know, because the first time I heard this, it was like 5 or 6 or something went off or whatever, and then a few seconds went by or whatever, and then you next hear the next bunch. So I'm gathering that the next bunch was them knocking him out, kind of thing. But I kept thinking of what I heard, not quite sounding like the right kind of gunfire. Like it sounded too high pitched or something. Like, would that be the sound of BB gun kind of thing, or you know what I mean? Something more, not as whatever as everybody's making it out to be, but they set it up to make it worse.
Like I said, it seemed like a 22 caliber to me. But either way it goes, if you're like, if you've got that level of shooting, pew pewing, and you could just so happen to clip the damn president's ear from him turning his head. Any sniper, if they was like real deal like sniper, which I know this isn't a real deal sniper or whatever, but for that, the precision, just for Trump to turn his head and for it to clip his ear.
If it was a bullet,
that
if it was a piece of glass that he hit from what's the thing of something being around the area.
There is always that if.
Yeah.
His teleprompter was
everything's
not
an
broken.
if.
His teleprompters were not shot. It wasn't glass. And I'm
No,
going to
it
put out
wasn't a
my theories.
teleprompter. There was something else. I forgot what I had seen, read, whatever, but it wasn't teleprompter. There was something else that was around that was glass or something. I don't remember.
If you're that good of a shot though, and you're making an assassination attempt, technically Trump should be dead right now. If you're that good of a shot or whatever, technically he should be dead. So
He wasn't a good shot, and I think his nerves took over, and I think he was used and manipulated by other people. I don't think this was something that he had the concept to plan or the brain function.
Hey, he made it up to the building, so he had something going on. He made it up top with a fucking ladder strapped to his car or whatever.
I've never shot one off, but I tell you, if I'm going to take a shot and I got a few rounds, I'm going to keep shooting and keep trying.
Well,
I might make it.
For one, I'm not going to miss. If I'm going to risk my whole entire life or death or whatever, I'm going to make sure that I hit the target. I'm not going to risk everything that I have to miss. You know what I'm saying? That, you know how crazy that sounds?
Right. Well, plus once you take that first shot, miss or not, you know that the next shot's coming at you. So
yeah, I personally don't think he was stable in the mind, in the head. But that's my own opinion.
He may not have been.
I'm so
I don't think he was
confused at what just
either.
happened.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so confused at what just happened.
Oh,
Oh, that makes more sense.
God. Stephen Creek, I swear to God, that's such a man's thing. Y'all are disgusting.
Got him. Got him.
Got him. Okay. Hey, never mind. Creek, ignore that private chat one that went away. Because your mic did start crackling, but then it stopped as soon as I said it. So ignore that shit.
God, I'm going to need emotional damage therapy now.
Oh, good Lord. I had just seen the original emotional damage video. I did not know where it came from, but I actually just finally came across it. I was like, oh my God. That's
Emotional damage. What the hell you say?
What the hell you talking about?
Emotional damage.
Every time. Stop it. Oh, God. You and your whoopee
Let the
cushions.
dogs out.
Oh, that was a wet one. I said that out loud, didn't I?
Creek man, I know you had trouble throwing up, but I didn't know you had troubles in the other right direction. You better get going now.
Oh, that was a shark.
Oh,
Oh, I
my
said
cheeks
that
are
out loud
hurting.
too. Dang it.
Must be warm and comfy because Creek's just sitting there not moving.
Hey.
Oh, it's so warm.
Wait till he starts
So
moving
warm.
around and then get scared.
No, they always told me don't shit where
Oh,
you
it's so
sleep.
warm.
Or sit.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
That sounds just like what I would do. Ew.
Skedaddle, scream.
I'm gonna have to view to having a giggle fit.
Oh, my cheeks hurt from laughing. Yeah, cleanup needed for Iowa Biden. Oh, but this, all right, let's I want to get to this one.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah, there you go.
That's funny. I
I
just
seen your
went somewhere to
mouse
go look for
moving.
something. Went, uh-oh, I have a feeling.
I seen your cursor moving, but I was like,
Oh, it is too. Oh, weird. Okay, did not realize that. Alrighty. Anyways, I thought this one would just be a few seconds in photo because I had a couple of them, but this one had a little bit of a different view, sort of. Oh, where's the volume?
yeah, you definitely got bigger balls than me because.
Oh my God, that reminds me of a guy that was getting suited up. My daughter made a crack about somebody in his big ass balls or something. I turned around and what I saw was not pretty. The harness really squeezed everything. And I mean, oh my God, squeezed.
Yeah, they do. I like that part.
I
didn't say that.
After I realized I couldn't put my arms out, that's when I finally went, oh yeah. Actually, the temperature in the air too, actually, for being up where we were, wasn't much different than down on the ground kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, because the higher up you are, the temperature is supposed to change.
Yeah, see, and that's what kind of threw me off. I was kind of going, well, they say wear comfortable clothing, but what kind of comfortable clothing? Like, do I make sure my arms and legs are fully covered? It's summer, it's hot out, or do I wear? My daughter wore a tank top, and okay, I have to wait. Right here, and on the other side too, on this side, all red, and oh man, because of the harness on her, having it on for a while before we jumped, jumping, and just oh my, I thought you're going to be hurting the next day from that. Brutal. But yeah, But yeah, I could have easily done that in shorts, I'm sure, kind of thing. I think kind of wish I did because it was nice out. But yeah, that was such a blast. I keep having it in my head of just that moment of just floating around and enjoying the view, going, wow, to be a bird, to have wings, just screw the cars with the gasoline and all that. Why can't we do something easy like this? We've got to figure this out. Why are we wasting so much money on gas? The electric cars thing that you were talking about earlier, up in Canada, it's not going so well because there's a plant that was supposed to open. It's at least a year behind because they're not having the sales going on as they thought they would. People are realizing all the impact of this. They're heavy in the cars. They're going to ruin the roads and how much it takes to charge them up and put all these chargers in place and how much it takes just to make the batteries themselves. The whole idea is just BS for us to pay for. You're better off with gas. I don't believe in any of this crap. I don't. It's just a load of hooey. Same with the carbon. All this carbon thing they're talking about, a load of hooey just to suck money out of us. And we're falling for it. And we got to stop falling for it. And, you know,
it's the same in the United States. EV, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Tesla's, yeah, that was a ridiculous idea.
Yeah.
To replace
we
the
all
battery,
know
you
free
can't
energy
even
has been
afford-
around. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's like what I like to call a bunch of bullshit.
Caca-poo-poo.
That's how I like to say it. So. Let's see. I'm getting Creek. You still there?
No, he fell asleep. Just wait for his snore.
Oh no. He usually does his chat and chill on Sunday nights.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
I'm
afterwards.
gonna go check and see if he's on and spy on him, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, he's not too different. He's here and then doing his stream.
Bad boy.
Secretively.
That's okay. I'm gonna go jump in his chat just for a second and chew him out. I'll be right back.
Oh, speaking of, that just reminded me. Oh, shoot, let me go back to here because that's what I realized. Like, oh, we already been on over 3 hours. Wow.
And just saying,
Hey,
Creek
time
hasn't.
flies when you're having fun.
Creek's still here.
Whoa,
All
he's
right.
alive.
So you still doing? You still doing?
Oh man, y'all ain't done with me. Y'all
You
ain't
little
done with me.
sneak. I was just getting ready to talk bad about you and go to your show and you're out.
That was awesome.
And Steve, it's all your fault.
It's all Steve's fault. It's always
It's all
always
Steve's fault. He's you do
fault,
your
man.
stream tonight. That's where you are. I was going to jump in your chat and say something
Can't
really
do
bad.
nothing right. I can't do anything right.
That's so funny. You scared the crap. I jumped up in my chair when you popped up.
Yes, Miss
dang.
Girl. Yes, I am.
You're not sleeping. You're awake.
So Creek, that's why I just shared your link in the chat because I just realized it's over 3 hours already. It's like, whoa, time flies when you're having fun. But
It does, man. It really does. It really does.
did you get it? Did you set yours up yet or no?
I haven't yet. I'm gonna set it up for 10:30 either way it goes.
Oh, what time is it where you are? It's 10:42 here.
It's 9:42 here.
Just gonna say, yeah, because lucky me, I have to go to work in the morning. Yeah, but I slept in, so I'm up for a while. You're stuck with me.
So you're really not on late your time. You're on late my time. Okay, you need to move it
That's
back
right.
so it's not so late my time. But
That's
then
right.
your
I
own
agree.
taste. Who knows?
I've been
It's only
telling him
4.
that for forever. Then I could go live before he goes on, but it's like, but then I gotta stretch it until what time?
A man
Don't
can only
listen to
do
me.
so much, y'all.
Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm saying.
Me
See,
either.
it's only 4:43 p.m. 4:43 p.m. The sun's still shining. It's beautiful, blue skies, and you guys are talking about
now.
late at night. But so yeah,
Still say it's
the
Steve's
time
fault.
all needs to be the same all around the world. So if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon for someone, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon for everyone. right?
God, that would make life so much
Right,
easier.
right. I agree.
We all want to get technical. There is no time, but
Yeah.
Well, the clocks
Yeah.
say there are.
well, in our 3D world, there's time. There has to be time
Time.
for
Yep.
our organizational skills.
Time is money. Time is money.
Yeah, that is true. Time is money, and money is time. Which way do you do it?
It's an
You
illusion.
work days or nights, Creek?
I work from 12 to 9.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I actually got off at 5 today. I got off early today, but I still had things that I had to take care of before I got up on here.
That's a perfect comment, Topspin. I love it.
Here, but Sonny, we're Steve.
Yep, love it.
First round.
That's great. All right, so we got 45 minutes before Creek goes live, and I need a bathroom break. And
Well, actually, 15 minutes.
wait, you said
My time.
10:30?
No,
15 minutes, my time.
Your
Is it
time.
45? Okay. I don't do math. I
But
say that, I swear by it.
Only if
I
it's
was supposed to
69,
play
right?
this on Thursday.
No. Gigi. Yeah, go
And
ahead
I
and mute your mic
forgot.
after you say that.
You gotta mute. And I forgot to play this after our show on Thursday, so I am going to. We'll take bathroom break. But this right here is like it gives me goosebumps, or as they say
Oh
in
man,
Hawaii.
yeah, I heard this. This is freaking awesome. Y'all definitely check
In
out.
Hawaii, they call it chicken skin, but it still gives me that every time I watch it because, dude, it's just it gets you in. It like you can feel it.
Go for me too while you're gone.
That was top freaking notch. That was so freaking awesome. Holy frick.
That was fun. I like that. That was a lot of fun.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Yeah, that's how we rock it down here at the end of an Axe and Nacho show.
I've got all my notes to give. I will survive. I will survive. Yeah. was so freaking awesome. That was so freaking awesome.
That was fun. Man, I like that
Holy frig.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Oh my gosh, that was top freaking notch. Like that freaking solo you did. Holy frig. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how we rock it down here. The end of an Axe and Nacho show.
That was so
There, how about that for a Gloria Gaynor tune?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I need a cigarette. That was good.
Man, that was fun. I like that. That was a lot of fun. That was a good track.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Yeah, that was
I look up. I didn't even know where I was going.
I didn't know what was happening.
That was that is this tingly feeling I'm getting. Yes, that is. That's what it is.
Gigi, they are beyond excellent. They're married, been married a long time. They're so adorable to watch and sing and acts play. It's just, it's wonderful.
If anybody in chat hasn't heard of them or hasn't checked them out, definitely every Monday and Wednesday they do live, and it's just
At 11 p.m.
I don't know how they don't
Eastern time.
have. I don't know how they don't have 1 million subscribers, literally, because they're just.
I don't
know. I got them mixed up with somebody else because I started thinking, where is that? Where was this reminding me of whatever? And I'm like, oh no, I'm thinking of the AP and something, whatever. It was a channel to boost other channels. Very similar looking guy kind of thing. So that was a little bit of a mix up on my part. Sorry. But that was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah. They're just,
It was good.
Yeah, they're freaking awesome, like no doubt about it.
It was
And
a
good
few weeks ago,
people.
but I just got home from work, and as soon as I get home from work, every time in the garage, I have my tablet, and I got that hooked up to my Bluetooth speaker. So when Axe is on, I always like turn that on, and I'm like emptying out my van, and I hear that, and I'm just like, oh, like it gave me goosebumps then, and so I clipped it, and I was like, I'm making a video out of this. I have to, because it's just
for me, man. Like I love the freaking solo, but what I absolutely loved 100 times more after he was done, the way that she hyped him up. You know, that's priceless. That's priceless, man. I like the way that she hyped him up.
Oh, you're seeing pure love there. Pure
Right.
love.
Yeah.
I mean, they just adore each other.
Yeah, talk
Amen.
about power couple, right? They are the power couple.
Yeah, they are. They are just wonderful. And I like to see streamers stream with their significant other. I think it makes the marriage work better, or the relationship work better. Like you have Danny next to you a lot, and I think that's good. It keeps y'all together and stronger.
Mm.
Not only that, it also keeps us from killing each other because we're on live.
Well, you make a good point there. See, you're not only smart, y'all are in love. Okay. Oh, good God, Creek, I swear, you are so funny.
When I went for the skydiving thing, of course, I had to drive the old 4 hours to Ottawa. I tell you, I was on such a high. It took me 3 hours to get home. I won't say what I was doing, but I was following people. I swear to God. I could not. There's a section, they raised it to a big old whoopee 110 kilometers. So everybody's doing now 150 and 160. So it was nice to get home early. Oh shit. Now I did a squirrel moment and sidetracked what I was going to say. Crick, what were you just saying?
What I thought Creek was gonna say is that well, yeah, because when Danny is here and we're on camera, that we're like a power couple and everything, but once the camera goes off, oh man, you don't want to be there.
Well, she's got that new.
But I was wrong. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Man. It's so hard.
See, after the camera shuts off, it's like, don't hit me. No, please don't hit me.
Whenever she's like getting on that new ride, that brand new freaking broom with, I made sure that I got the good straws coming out of the end of it.
The brand new broom.
Whenever I put her on it, man, she can't keep balance. But whenever she gets to going, it's like riding a bike. You know, I kind of got to hang behind her. You know, and she's like riding off.
You put her on
going,
it.
she's going.
Oh wow! Why?
Hell
How did you do
yeah.
that upside down?
Yeah,
If
y'all
you can
don't.
read
Y'all don't.
this, you are awesome. Thanks, what?
Y'all don't send this to her or nothing, please.
Sorry, I was bad there.
I didn't do that.
It just all of a sudden I was like, "What the hell is?" I thought it was Chinese. I'm like, "Oh, it's upside down and backwards." Okay, I remembered where I was going with this. Finally, so I'm going to Ottawa for the jump, and I see my son-in-law. My son-in-law plays guitar, plays drums, everything, sings the whole 9 yards. Was in a band. Yeah, I know. Creek's going. I can't hold it together.
All right, y'all.
I would love for him to be up here.
Down for a little bit. Y'all, everybody's more welcome to come hang out tonight. Whatever. Steve, much aloha and much love and respect, brother, for having me up.
And
GG,
are you gonna set that up right now, Creek?
See you soon.
Are you gonna set it up right now for your? Or is it already set?
Already did it, man.
All right, hold on, because I got to do something first. For
Yeah, you're saying his goodbyes. Make sure you say goodbye to me.
I know. Keep going, but I just wanted to ask before he left. So there we go. Okay.
Okay, now you can
'Cause
talk
I
again.
have to.
Maybe
All right,
not.
go ahead, Creek. Go ahead. You may
Okay, now you
speak.
can talk again. I'm interpreting.
You may speak, and then you spoke.
So confused here. I don't know what just happened. But I love y'all.
That effect.
Awesome show tonight, Steve. Man, hell yeah.
And thank you, brother, for being here, man. Thank you.
No, you have to say goodbye to me personally. You said goodbye to Gigi personally. I'll get offended.
Well, Snooks, you stop on by.
Don't trigger my R's.
All right. I put Creek's link in for tonight's show right in there for you. Look at me go. Woohoo! I'm on a roll.
Have a good one.
I love y'all. I'm out. I'll see y'all later on, man. Much love.
Much love. Amen.
All right. Much love, brother.
Shh. It's quiet.
I'm trying to.
What are you doing, Steve? You're not
Don't
supposed to
worry
have dead
about it.
air.
Yeah, don't leave it to me and
snap.
Snooks. That's dangerous if you just leave it to me and Snooks,
Yeah.
right?
We can stay up here an hour and just girl talk and not even care if there's chat.
Yep. We'll
Went
just
there
have
and did
everybody
it.
pee in their pants.
Telling me don't
You know, like
worry
jumping
about
out of a plane. I want to pee my pants. Did you wear your Depends? We won't ask.
Okay, sorry. I knew that you would take it the right way, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know me. I don't take anybody. Anger is a waste of whatever energy.
I don't get
really
angry.
is.
I get passionate.
Yes, that's a good way of
about
putting it.
everything.
Yeah,
everything.
It takes a lot to get me really going, and I've learned from past mistakes on YouTube of going, you should have just went zip. Sometimes I gotta think first before I open my mouth. So
no, I've never seen you get
Shane.
angry. I can blurt out angry things.
I
can. I say sorries a lot.
Oh yeah, Canadians.
Behind
hey,
the
you know.
scenes,
Oops,
DMs.
Steve's waiting for Laura.
Steve, oh God. Okay, that was like an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10.
I had to put it with the comment. It was perfect.
All right.
Are we?
Hey, Caucasian Sasquatch. Aloha, brother.
I was looking around actually earlier while you were. I'm like, where did that little thing go with You and Mr. B were doing the little squirrely chat thing. I'm like, oh, it's only on my channel. I deleted it out of just my file. I still have that. I still laugh at that every now and then when I need a good laugh. There's certain videos I watch on my own channel because I know it makes me laugh.
The cat.
Yes, I'm strange.
No, you're not strange. You're just right.
I'm weird.
We should all be strange anyway. You've been snookers, DeCat?
I can honestly
Oh,
say I've been
Topspin.
told
That's
I'm
kind of
weird. I'm sorry.
Oh, Topspin, that's brilliant. He disguises his farts by faking a sneeze and letting it rip in perfect timing. We should all practice that. I think we should have classes on that.
That's how you do it.
I mean, that's
thinking
really
ahead.
brilliant.
You're the only what? You're not the only Sasquatch here.
Nah, you're just tall and handsome. Y'all
You've
ever
seen him?
seen Watt? Oh yeah, he's very handsome.
I have not seen what.
Yeah. Well, we used to do voice chats with several of us, and yeah, tall, good-looking man. I've often thought about moving to Georgia and tracking him down, but I don't want to scare him. I'm not stalking you, Watt. It's okay. I'm kidding.
Well, it's like like he said, Steve, about fear and whatever else. You know what? Fear in my life was a long time ago. Because of my knowledge, understanding, things I've learned, things I've experienced, I don't fear anything. I don't even fear death, which is one reason to jump out of a plane. It's the world around us are teaching us fear. We got to get out of fear. Stop fear. What's going to happen if? What's going to happen if that one does this one and this one? What's going on in your own life? Do what's important around your own life to make yourself happy. If you don't like your job, get out of it. You don't like your marriage, get out of it. Do what's important. Find love, find happiness, and spread it. That's what creation's about. We want to, and that's where we're finally going to go. It's going to take about 5-10 years, but I'm telling you, you won't recognize this planet in 10 years. So, anyway.
And you're so correct on that too, because don't get comfortable, because when you think you're comfortable, you're not comfortable. You're miserable. You have to do what, if you're in a bad relationship, get the fuck out of it. If you're in, if you hate your job, don't waste every day by complaining about how much you hate your job. Spend that time on finding another one that you like or you love doing.
Yep. Even if it's a ding and pay, somewhere something will happen to make it all right,
Right.
Go with the flow with the wind and don't worry about the what ifs. Just go after your passion and it will work out. People are so afraid of, but I hate my job and I need the system. And I need to, but you're going to be miserable for the next 30 years of your life. It's not worth it.
I just don't like. I just don't like people. Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. I just don't like people that sit back and bitch and whine and don't try and improve anything. They'd rather just bitch and whine.
Right. Yeah. Because the mind automatically justifies. It's just nature. That's how your brain works. It just automatically justifies whatever you're doing, or it justifies whatever weird noise you heard, or it justifies, anything. So many, I hear this so many times a day. It's like, oh, I know I do need to find a new job, but the benefits are good. So you hate your job that much, but the benefits are good. So why aren't you spending all this time finding another job that has the same benefits, but you actually enjoy doing? And I know it's easier said than done, but I mean, I went from living in Detroit, hating my job, to owning my own business. So trust me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Without a doubt.
You've done really well, Steve. You really have. But you worked hard to do it.
Exactly. That's the thing of the world. There's so many people that are just expecting something to happen to them instead of going forward and doing something for it. They don't know what it means to try to earn their living. And I don't know about the States, but the kids today here, they're so laid back and just everything seems to be handed to them now. They don't no respect anymore. Like, drives me crazy. But it'll come. The changes are gonna kind of wake them up, snap them into reality of going, yeah, life isn't that easy. You better start living the right way, or who knows?
And it is sad too, because a lot of people are like younger generations are, they want the paycheck, but they don't want to do the work, and they never earned anything, so they don't, they just expect it. It's like, no, then you have no, if you didn't earn it, you have no respect for it, because why would you? It was just handed to you, right? Like, but if you worked your ass off to get something, you're going to respect it, and you're going to make sure nothing happens to it, rather than, hey, I'm just going to give you this car. Oh, I banged it up. Whatever. I didn't pay for it. No sweat off my sack. Virginia.
Oh, wait a minute.
For my, here I go again on my own. Go, yeah, White Snake.
Are you
But
fixing to
anyway,
end this soon? Because I'm fixing to jump
yeah,
down.
because
I don't want to jump down if you're
we
going to
still
end it
got
soon.
25 minutes, and then Creek will be going on.
Okay. Well, then, okay. Well, I think I'm going to jump off before then. Yeah.
But
I worked outside today for a couple hours and my eyes are kind of sunburned, but got done what I wanted to get done, and I'm a happy tired.
Okay, we got like a 10-second video.
Okay.
You do? Okay.
Oops, wrong button. Hang on. Shoot. There we go.
Oh, no audio.
Oh, did it not?
No.
No way. It's probably because it's really quiet. Darn it.
Or,
It's just
what, when you hit
Sorry.
present, sometimes it'll say
the
share
little box or
audio.
something. That could be, yeah. It was back in the day I started.
Yeah, I wanted to hear that because, man, I miss
Me
Shane.
and D-Dog. Oh, I tell you, me and D-Dog, all of a sudden I started doing the baby shark thing, and he's like, shut up! I'll kick you out of the room.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump off, okay?
Okay, but before you
Because you're
do,
going to be on
Snooks,
for a while.
well, maybe
Yes.
just a little bit, maybe a few minutes, but before you go though, you got to do final thoughts. You got to give your final thoughts.
My final thought is that I'm blessed to get up every day. I thank God. I tell him I love him, and I bless my loved ones in my life. So I guess that's my final thought. And thank you for having me on this evening. I really enjoyed this. I always love your chat. I love Gigi, so I'm so happy to be up here with her. And that's it. There you are. You got sunburned, didn't you, sweetie?
Oh, she's muted.
She's muted. You're
She's
muted.
muted.
Forgot.
Okay.
Sorry. I was like,
you got a
yeah, I
little
was
bit
outside.
you got windburned. Well, you still look good.
Well, no, yeah, no, I was outside too with my pool and cleaning it and all that too. It was a beautiful day today too. I was blessed with a beautiful day.
Okay. Yeah, it was hot today, but I got done what I wanted to get done. But anyway, God bless everybody and have a great week. And loves and hugs to y'all.
Loves and hugs to you, my love. Mwah, mwah,
Yes,
mwah.
much love and aloha to you, Snooks, and thank you for
And
coming up. You're the best.
thanks. And please hug Nina for me.
Oh, I will. I'm surprised she
All
didn't
right.
wake up yet. Wow.
Okay. And loves and hugs to the chat, and see y'all somewhere next week, I know.
Absolutely. Definitely.
I just realized how I can get it where there should be the thing. And D-Dog is here. How funny is that? Because he's in that video. Good to see you, D-Dog. I miss you, buddy. So just give me a sec.
All right. I'm wondering, is Miss Mindersue still here? Are you still here, Miss Mindersue? I hope that you are, because I know that you do not like that one person, and I like to share his videos. but I respect you because you always stick around and and think with an open mind, because that's the whole point, right? For me, it is. It's the whole point. And then after today, I probably won't. You probably won't see me in many chats or anything either, because I'm going to be doing a lot of editing. Pool parties. Oh man, I grew up at the Cat till I was like 14, 15 years old. Pool parties were the best in my own backyard. Oh, Van Life says he's going to turn in 4 a.m. comes early, and early the older I get, and earlier the older I get. Damn straight, Van Life. Somebody got to build America. Much love, Van Life. Did you get it yet, Gigi? Oh, she's still muted.
No, I found the wrong one. I'm like, shit, hang on a minute.
Oh. Oh, I like that. The Cat. Truth can't be separated by truth. Speaking of, I don't know if well, he was, when was that? Like a week ago? I'm not sure, but Fortune Thought showed up in chat, and I haven't seen him around in a long time. And then I invited him on, and I was like, "Oh, I got his number." And I texted him like 3 times. He still hasn't responded. So I don't know if he's got a new number, and I'm just texting some random person that are like, "The hell are you talking about? Come on, what panel? This guy's crazy." Oh.
Okay, cross your fingers. It should work.
Losing control here.
There you go.
Now he's slap happy. You guys are killing me.
I'm gonna go with another George Jones song, man.
Okay, bro, it's all you. I wanted to mention something. Right after this, Creek's going on about 5 minutes after we shut this down. So everybody jump over to Creek's. He doesn't know it yet, but he just got volunteered.
Well, I mean, I was gonna either or, but
Okay, whatever, huh?
Are you doing a live tonight, bro?
Yeah, evidently.
He is now. Oh. What time would you like to go on, and I'll shut down for you?
Yeah, just whenever y'all are done, man. It don't matter.
Oh, Shane, what am I gonna do with you? God.
Oh my God.
I am
Oh, I was up there too. I didn't know I was up there on this one.
He's busy with a fire hydrant right now. Ask him later.
There's Steve right there.
Oh my God.
Hi everybody, how are you doing?
Hi everybody, how are you
Oh, that's when I used to have my mixer.
Shit.
Daddy, they don't understand us up here. They don't know. They don't know what we're going through. I know the struggle's real, right? Oh, yeah. It's like, what the hell? Why don't you understand?
Well, now that we got Alvin and the Chipmunks in the house, maybe we could get a trio by them. We got Gigi, Creek, and Mr. D. I'm sure we could do a trio.
Hey, Gigi, you got any nuts? I got nuts. You
Oh my God.
See you, Cindy D, hon. Thank you for enjoying our. Oh, Steve, we got to do a duet in those voices, bro. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin and the Chipmunks would be phenomenal.
Oh shit!
I'd be like,
Mr. B, get in the studio and record that song. Okay, I'm on my way.
That would be so fun. It's gonna have to be a hard rocking headbanger
Oh, that would
in
be
those
hilarious.
voices.
That would be freaking hilarious.
Yeah, bang your head or something.
Yeah.
around your door.
There you go. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, it would be. Make sure everybody
Oh,
takes that.
Use
A
it
break
as your
first.
intro.
I can't breathe tonight. You guys are really messing me up.
You can't breathe because you had a couple of cigarettes.
Yeah, guess what, honey? I'm having a freaking another one too.
I'm just razzing you.
He just,
I'm just
he just threw it out
razzing
the
you.
window.
I'm with John H. We need some of them 50 milligram gummies and then do it.
There you go.
Man, I
All
miss
right,
Shane so
Creekster, you have
much.
center stage, bro. Go for it.
All right, brother.
You want to pause it?
I
Stop
don't
it?
need your rocking chair.
Yes, you do.
Oh no, is he gonna
George,
sing?
Yes,
Go ahead.
you do.
Damn it, Danielle.
Damn it, Danielle.
Damn it, Creek.
All right, here we go, guys.
Dang it. Sorry.
I don't need your rocking chair. You're tall, you Medicare. Still got neon in my veins. This gray hair don't mean a thing.
Yeah, that's so there's a that was perfect because that was a clip of Creek Squad, which is where we're all going in 20 minutes from now, right? Right? That's where everyone's going from here.
Yep. Yep.
And man, I miss Shane.
Oh,
Damn, I
you
miss
have
that
no
guy.
idea, I tell you, peeps. Oh man, did he die? You know what? I couldn't find the thing. I thought this clip actually was something else. So my apologies. It was so good, but I was like, oh,
No,
start
that
playing.
was
I'm
a
like,
perfect
oh,
clip
this is
though.
the other one. Yeah, we did play Baby Shark, but the volume and whatever was off the way it was shared. I don't know, but yeah, good old Baby Shark. Yeah, what is it? Yeah. Anyways. All right.
That's still a
Have a
good
good night.
clip.
Yep. Oh, that's why I keep some of the stuff out there. It's just, gotta keep it out there. Gotta look back and look at the happy moments and all the fun we had. You can't duplicate it, so you gotta find other ways to find some fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
and don't dwell on the bad things. Remember the good things.
That's right. Because we all learned a hell of a lot over the last 5 years. I think we can all agree on that. Since 2019 forward, wow. I think all our heads went and did the what do you call that? Not the Omen, the chick that spun her head around.
Oh yeah, like an exorcist.
Yeah, we all spun our head around going, what the fuck's going on? Anyways, all right, I shall. What do you still have it? Yes, I still have that clip, D-Dog. I will not let go of that clip if you sorry, pole dancing with that bear. It's in one of my videos. That was a laugh. That was such a good fun night. That's where kind of I deleted my old channel, and for various reasons, sometimes like, oh shit, I kept a couple of things before I did that. I was a little bit quick on the delete button, but all is well. All right, see you all later. Thanks for having
So
me up,
wait.
Steve-O. That was
You
fun.
gotta do final thoughts. You gotta give words of positivity and wisdom and final thoughts.
All right, live life, the life you have now, to the fullest. Your life is eternal. Stop fearing. Do things that are passionate to you, just like me with jumping out of a plane. Something I always thought about, but I'll never do that. I did it at almost 59 years old, man. Yahoo! Felt great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Empowerment, But follow your passion no matter what gets in front of you. Stop with the excuses. And everybody loves you. Amen.
Amen. Oh, yeah. So definitely. So, yeah. So everyone's got the link.
Sorry,
Everyone's
Camo
got
just
the link.
popped in.
Camo Carl, what's up? Aloha, brother.
Wolverines.
I'm pretty sure that's the link. Yeah, that's the link for Creek Squad. That's where we're all going. Let me click on it to make sure. I put the right one? Yeah, that's the right one.
D-Dog, did I have a parachute or a backpack? No, I used my squirrel wings to get out of the plane and fly and land. It was tandem. Whoopsie. Mirror thing just fell out. It was tandem jump. You know, I had to have somebody attached to me. Let's not go there on the jokes. See you over at Creeks.
All right, right on. Much love and aloha. And yes, that is Creeks. That is the link for Creeks. And awesome thumbnail too. I like it. So we're all going to head over there. And I'll give my final thoughts, which are, well, first I want to say thank you, everyone that showed up. You guys rock. It was a great turnout. Thank you for Snooks, Creek, Gigi, everyone that came on the panel. You guys are awesome. And all my mods and everyone that showed up. I love all of you. I said, I know we all have differences somewhere along the line. We all have differences, but at the end of the day, we all have more in common than we don't. So be kind to everyone. Treat others how you want to be treated. And I know it's so cliche and they always say that, but it's so true because, you know, you never know what someone else is going through at the end of the day. They could be going through traumatic shit. You have no idea, but then you're going to snap and lose your shit on them for what? You don't know. What happens when you're having that bad day and someone snaps at you, you know? It makes a huge difference. And like we were talking about earlier, if you stay positive, you attract positive. If you're negative, you attract negativity. And who wants that shit, you know? So,
amen.
Be yourself, be kind to others. And with that being said, have a beautiful morning, a beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, a beautiful evening, a beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.
Oh my God, dude. I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. I just died. I can't breathe. Steve, I swear to you, I haven't laughed that hard in like 10 years.
How's everybody doing now?
Oh,
Armageddon.
No.
Armageddon. It's gonna be rough.
You were born in America, you're an American.
That's that.
I guess right after high school, ended up joining the Army.
You guys seem way more chill than that intro. I'm ready to take your fucking country back. I don't even live there.
Dude, we should get a boxing match going.
Smack the shit out.
That sounded wrong. I have to highlight that one. Oh my Lord.
Stay the hell out of the left lane if you're not passing.
You're so salty about this driver.
Finally, a law that I can get behind. If you're driving slow in the left lane, it's punishable by death.
You don't have to have a massive channel to make an impact, you know?
Steve, you smoke like a girl.
They're always there watching.
I do not sound like Jalen.
Do I drop the wheelchair jokes? He's like, just fuck them.
You know, that's what the whole freedom of speech is.
That's a good point.
Everybody gets elected.
You don't have to agree with it, but you best defend the right to do it.
If you don't know your rights, you don't have any.
We just got a bidet.
The Constitution doesn't give you rights, you have natural rights.
Bidet will change your life.
But the Constitution protects your rights.
You'll never go back.
Little horny bastard, he ruined it for everybody.
I bet he wanted to knock them out. It's never because of their race, identity, religion, or
teach these government nerds that all swear an oath to it what our freedoms are, because they're so lazy they don't care.
I had a fun night. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
You know, don't live on the past or take the present for granted and only think about the future.
People are wearing blinders. They don't understand what...
I'm not going to apologize for that.
You were calling him an idiot.
I'm really disappointed in you.
It was something that you just didn't agree on.
I had all my money on you tonight.
I'm guilty of inciting my constitutional right.
You know, if they don't like it, then they don't have to be there. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
you're never going to please everyone.
I don't think that God sees different races at all.
Much love to y'all. Stay prayed up, man. God is good. Love each other and be kind.
Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.
Home again. Out of here.